Ricky. How is everyone doing today? And welcome in Ernie. Thank you so much for the 61 months. And welcome in Gwen. Hope you guys are doing well today. I have the whole outfit as Ricky requested. Very specifically, it was Zelda wig, no elf ears, which made me realize that Zelda has like the front part of her hair like this, and then the back part of her hair is like pushed, like it's like behind the ears, but the ears really hold it up. Um, but then on the other hand, the ears do hurt my real ears. So I was trying to like pin it, like okay, excuse my bad wig skills. But I was trying to like pin it like this. So it kind of works, but the pins fall out every like 10 minutes. So gonna have to adjust those. 400k worth of channel points. 400k channel points worth of cosplay. It is. It is. Cause I said you could have one cosplay, but if you want to do a combination cosplay, you gotta have double the points, and that's what Ricky has been diligently saving. I also took the liberty of wearing this bracelet, hutao's bracelet. Um, that wasn't in the instructions, but the Hutao has a lot of accessories, to be fair. And I was gonna paint my nails black, but then I found the nail polish, but I did not find the nail polish remover. So I was like, oh, that's a bit questionable. Um, Best 400k ever spent. I'm glad you think it was worth, Ricky. I also have a bunch of rings. Like I said, Hutao has a lot of rings, and I put tape on all of them because they're all too big. Um, Either like ones that could be bent, I bent them. But the ones that are not bendable, I just put tape on them because they were literally every single one of them was too big. I think I've really tiny hands. But I'm wearing gloves, so like I can't really wear any of them except maybe like the top of finger ones. Guess it's not even the right finger because it doesn't fit. Maybe this finger. I could do that. um That's considered for you to think about Gudetama's feelings. Yeah, we asked very specifically yesterday. We're like, oh, what about the hat? And Ricky was like, you cannot take the hat from Gudetama. Oh my god, that's fair enough. I realize you cannot hear me when I go in front of the microphone. The microphone's very directional. Sorry. Um, yeah, apparently, yeah, we don't. Gudetama has his own. Like we're like cosplaying together. I'm pretty sure. Gudetama's been waiting this whole time for me to be cosplaying Hutao. Um, Let's go. Oh no. I was reading that. I was like, what the hell is that? Is that the rap? To be fair, my Hutao impression is really good. But that rap, like, it was so offbeat. Like, I don't know how, like, I don't think it was her fault. Like, I don't think she was offbeat. I think the words they gave her were offbeat. And then or like she voiced over and then they like misaligned it or something. Like they like messed up the timing. I remember that was like a few years ago. I remember that one. Cause like I I did all the voice acting for the Lantern Right like 2 years ago, or no 3 years ago. There was that strike, or no, it was last year. No, um, yeah, I did all the voice acting for Hutao because it was like her quest, basically, and she was on strike. So my Hutao impression is pretty spot on. I was saying if she's ever sick or something, like I can fill in for her. Like I don't mind. And I don't know what happened to this wig, cause like Zelda's hair is meant to like curl in, but like it's curling out. I don't know enough about wigs to fix it. Like I was like, can you use like maybe you can use like hairspray. I don't own hairspray. Um, I don't know how like, and you can't really like, you really use a you. I think you maybe can use heat on them, but you have to be really careful because like it's not real hair, right? Like it's plastic, so I don't even know how it would respond to like a straightening iron or something like that. I wouldn't want to melt the wig off. Is hairspray the one that hardens it? Yeah. So I don't know how that would help. Cause I'd have to like make it. I think it's like twisted around or something. Cause I was looking at the older photos of me wearing this, and the wig is like this, right? So like if I could keep it there, that would be ideal. But now look, that's actually what my real hair does though. So like I can't even complain. Like my real hair really does that. Melt the wig stuck to your head. I mean, it would stay on for sure. That maybe that's what the cosplayers do. I don't know. I think cosplayers have some like special wig techniques that I have no idea about. You probably need a straightener that can adjust the temp and do lower temp. Yeah, I my straightener can adjust the temperature, so maybe that would work. I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, I like cosplaying, but I have no idea how to do wigs. Like I'm always just like hope and pray. Like I'm like this wig is a mess. I just put it on and I hope for the best, but I don't know how to make them look. I don't know how to make them look better because like the wigs. Whenever I wear wig, it always looks like kind of questionable, and I know when cosplayers do it, they looks a lot better. Like I don't know how you get like this part. I cannot like push it in because it's behind my ears, and I'm like I don't know how it can cover this part. You know, I guess you just cover it with hair, maybe just like this. Don't know. I'll just look on this way. Um, the one I had to wear was so unrealistic that I had to get a lot of hairspray. I mean, that's the thing as well. Um, like normal wigs are fine. Like normal human-looking hair wigs are completely fine. But like a lot of anime characters have like the most ridiculous hair. Like if you saw like their hair would not work in real life. So it's like it's very hard to translate that to a real life hair kind of thing, you know? Like think about I don't know. Think about Cloud. Like literally think about Cloud. How would you need a lot of hairspray to get your hair in that shape, you know what I mean? So I mean Zelda's is not that bad. Um Also I have Zelda hair in my eyes. Zelda's hair is not that bad, but it's still like firstly, it's like super yellow. And um secondly, it's like the wig is really cheap. I think that's also a problem too. Maybe if I bought more expensive cosplay wigs, it'd be better. Your times at wigs are so bad. I tried coloring a wig and it sat in a bin half finished for like 14 years. So it's still in the bin, is what you mean. Or did you ever finish it? I think you just gotta give up on that one. Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of wigs. Although I did find, I thought I threw away my long hair Zelda wig, but I actually still have it. But that one is so heavy, it hurts my scalp. This one, comfy. It's fine. It doesn't hurt my scalp because it's not like pulling on it, right? This one, the long one, was it just pulls on it. Yes, the hand's still in the bin. Of course, of course. And welcome in, Red Miss. Thanks for saying happy birthday to you a few days ago. Yeah, no problem. Um, it was a Pinkie Pie cosplay attempt. What is Pinkie Pie? Nice cosplay. Thank you, thank you. Um, But yeah, I do want to cosplay Columbina, who also has very long hair, so that will be fun. But her outfit is very light and breezy, you know? She doesn't even wear shoes. But like that's fine. I have these shoes, and they're like a size too small. So, if I ever wanted to go outside in them, I need to get bigger ones because these are like really squishing my feet, which is like kind of fine. But if I had to walk in them, I would be like suffering. Um, Instead of the master sword breaking from Mummy Ganondorf's gloom, it should have broke giving Zelda a haircut. Wait, what her hair was just so strong. Like they tried to cut her hair with the master sword, and then it just broke. A pony from My Little Pony. You're really into what? It's Ernie lore. What the hell? The what are they called? Were you a brony? Or no, is brony only the guys that are really into My Little Pony? That's just a fandom name? No, it's probably not, right? And welcome in law. You're saving up your points to get me to bust out the Ada Wong cosplay. I don't have one. I think I should be here for Halloween. That'd be fun. Because we've been playing a lot of Resident Evil this year. Um, we're playing a lot of Resident Evil this year. I feel like I should be like, cause I feel like I could be Ada. Cause I have that shirt that Angel always says is my Ada Wong cosplay, but it's not actually Ada Wong cosplay. It's just a shirt in the same color as her shirt. You know what I mean? Brony are the guys, but basically that. Okay, you were the. I played with this too much and it's breaking. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm breaking the tassel. Wait, put it back together. Okay, you know what? Don't touch it. Look! Oh my gosh. The Okay, you know what? I'm gonna glue that together. Or maybe tie it together? I don't know. Okay, just wrap it back around. No, it gets falling. Okay, don't touch it. Do not touch it. But yeah, I think the red sweater. I do wear that when I play Resident Evil. Um, you should cosplay as Leon's real wife. He means Leon's real wife, comma Miju, not me. I would not be married to that guy. Sorry. As much as there can only be one himbo in the relationship, and that's me. And we're both like me and Leon. We're the same person. Like I think we need to balance each other out. Like we need someone to balance us out. Because we can't both be like that. At least Gwen would like that. Yeah, Gwen would approve of that ship more than the more than she approves of Leon and Sherry. But yeah, if I was gonna cosplay anyone for Resident Evil, I would definitely cosplay Ada. Because you guys know how much I love Ada. I thought the Leon she'd marry. True. Where all the cheesy one-liners at? I just have never been in a situation where I could bust out the one-liners. You know? Like if I was in a cool if I've never done anything cool enough is what I'm saying. I haven't quite mastered doing a backflip. But if I did, then I would be ready. And welcome in Thunder. Who's this one that didn't meet you? I'm just Zelda has taken over the stream today. Oh my god, I really broke this tassel. How do you fix a tassel? Do I just have to should I glue it? I don't think I should glue it. I think I should tie it because it's just string. Yeah, I'll tie the string later. But my hands don't really work in these gloves. Like imagine wearing gloves, but the gloves are not stretchy at all. So like you can't really use your hands. So Ricky had the right call that I should not have worn this cosplay while playing Resident Evil because I would not have been able to play properly. Cause like this is like kind of hard. Like I'm like really resisting to close my hands. Um, Never seen this cosplay. It's a new invention. Ricky invented this cosplay. It's hutao and Zelda at the same time. It's a Ricky special. Remember how like Ocarina of Time remake, maybe a Star Fox, etc. is coming out? Yeah. What about it? Some people think that Nintendo's purposely putting out fake information to expose leakers. Oh, so they're like giving some people information and seeing if it leaks to the press? That seems like a waste of time for them. No? Like that seems like a really like that seems like a lot of work for them to do that, you know? Like that sounds like a conspiracy. Like it's like why would they do that? You know? Cuz like actually a big conspiracy in Genshin is that um they leak stuff on purpose. Like Genshin obviously is like a live service game, so they're like the new characters coming out or whatever. And then they what am I trying to and then people think that they purposefully expose just put out some leaks so they can like kind of tease a new character while not being committed. Because like if they announce it officially, then if they change stuff later, then people might be mad. But then if they just leak it and then stuff changes, it's like, oh well, it was subject to change because it was still in development, you know? Okay, okay. Thanks for the lurk. Can they choose a leak that doesn't hurt emotionally? That theory doesn't really make sense to me. Cause like, why would they do that? That just seems like a lot of work for them for no reason, really. Unless they're like so serious about, you know, finding the people who are leaking it. I feel like there's got to be a different way to do that. I feel like if anything, they would leak on purpose to drum up hype, right? Cause like if they kind of like tease these sort of things, then I think people got really excited or whatever. Um, there'd be no benefit to them to teasing something and then like purposely leaking something and then like not following through because then people would just be disappointed. Like like Ricky and Chicano will be disappointed. So I feel like it's um not that worth. I don't know what happened to this wig, man. Just realized I can't even redeem a hat right now. You would ruin your cosplay. Firstly, I think some of the hats will not work. I think my head is too large with the wig on. I don't know if I could get the frog hat on. Um, some of the hats would not work, and it would make the wig really messy. Sure, it would be nice to get a new Zelda or Mario or Star Fox. I mean, I'm sure those things will happen eventually. Um, can't get a hat over that ego. My head is too big in many, many ways. But right now, it's because of the wig. You never do either way. That's true. That's true. But if you wanted to, yeah. So it's all about. It's like you really, those kids who like they're like they have this toy, they never play with it, right? And then you give it away, and then they're like, "Oh my god, that was my favorite toy," and you're like, "No, it wasn't. You never. It's only like they just don't want the other person to have it, you know." I wonder if those kids grow up to be really like that in their adulthood, or if they like grow out of it, you know. But maybe some people are like that as adults, and I wonder if they were like that as children. Yeah, it's I put the I don't know if I should. This is like a rosary bead, no? Should I put it up over the glove? I think if I put it over the glove, it stays on better. I do like this hutao jacket though. It's a really chill cosplay because you guys know I like. I mean, okay, Genshin does this a lot. Genshin's like favorite character design is like over design the top and then like no pants. I mean, there's like shorts on this, but like they just the bottom parts are like really empty. I guess they like their characters to show a lot of leg or something. But sometimes they just like straight up don't even include pants. Like it's like they're like, oh, like we have this top is so intricate and there's like so many details and stuff. And then for the legs, they're like, we'll just give them like thigh highs and then that's enough. And I'm like, really? Like even if you like thigh highs, like I get it. You could add a lot of design to those. Like you can have like cool shoes, you can have cool stuff on their stockings, like you can do a lot of stuff, you know? And to this day there's only like a handful of Genshin female characters who wear pants. And I'm like and one of the female characters who wear pants is like one of the most popular ones ever. Like Arlecchino, everyone loves Arlecchino and she's fully dressed. Um and I think it's nice to have a variety, like it's like yeah, I like the characters that show a lot of like too, but like you could have both, there's a lot of characters. And welcome in Young. Thank you, thank you. He said share PC, nice. Or the ones that don't like someone back, and then when that person stops liking them, they're like, "Hey, legitimately, yeah." It's like, oh, like this person asked me out, and I said no, but then they started dating someone else, and like now I want them. It's like, bro, what? Get over it. Some people are like that, or it's like, yeah, I broke up. Sometimes it's like, oh, like they broke up with someone, and then as soon as that person starts dating someone else, then they want them. You know. Is this cosplay going to Insta? I don't think so. I haven't posted on Instagram in like 3 years. I think it's a dead account at this point. Would Llama be appreciated that much if she was? Would Llama be appreciated that much if she was fully covered like Arlecchino? Llama is very mixed, I think. I mean, like I'm sure among people who only care about the body, obviously they probably like Llama. Um, but a lot of people don't like llama, especially in our community. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, llama's outfit's not the best." So I don't think so. But I would imagine the vast majority of Genshin players are people who only care about that anime body, you know. So I think, but I think she was pulled a lot as well because she's very strong in sport. I guess you have a good reason now. I don't. Yeah, I stopped posting on Instagram because I'm like, why bother? I was too. I was too Like it's a lot of work. And then I was like, I was posting there because I was having fun with it, but at a certain point, if it's not fun anymore, I don't really want to do it. Posting on Instagram reminds me too much of going outside, and we talked about the bugs outside. We can't be going outside. Um, you don't like Llama's outfit because she's copying. I know you. That's like your signature outfit, and she just straight up copied it. How dare she? What do you mean body? Like her body? Wait, what do you mean? Like they just like her figure, you know? She is very pretty. That's what I like. That's what I like about Llama as well. Like her face and hair, beautiful. I would have figured out there'd be no more Nefer stands because of hips plus thighs. I mean, okay, first like Nefer has it, but Nefer has like an incredible outfit. Her design is so detailed. Her makeup and like her hair and like there's so many little accessories. It's all very cohesive. Um, I think a lot of people really really like Nefer's design, me included. And she's cool. She's a cool character, and she's very strong. Nefer's attack movements. Actually, I'm not the biggest fan of Nefer. I think I'm just not used to. I'm getting a lot better at it because I've been fighting that boss for a while. But it feels like because the animation continues after you dash cancel, I'm. It's sometimes it's hard for me to. I'm not used to it, I think, but like it's hard for me to read when her attack is finished and like what she's doing, because there's a lot going on. But she is, but I'm the more I play her, the more I'm like, oh, this is quite fun. But I still prefer Flynn's gameplay, I would say. I still find it like I'm kind of a button masher, so sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know what she's like. I'm not doing it very cohesively, I think, or smoothly. I'm welcome in protagonist. I am back. I am back. Been a while. Um, I never understood people's need to goon over 2D people. Tell that to the gotcha fans. It's too. I don't know. Don't know. They like those 2D bodies. I mean, I can kind of understand like, oh, this character's really pretty, this character's very handsome, like I can see that. But like are they sorry, I shouldn't ask this, but like this is probably an answer that I know the answer to, but like are they like genuinely sexually attracted to the 2D character? Is what I am like I'd assume the answer is yes, right? It has to be yes. But like it's one thing to appreciate and be like, "Oh, like this character looks really good." Like they can even like look sexy. Like I think a 2D character can be like, "Oh, that looks sexy." But like am I actually physically attracted to them? No. It's like a drawing. Make sure to stay away from the no, even the normal Genshin Reddit is really questionable. We had this discussion the other day. We're like, "Oh, what are the top posts on Llama Main subreddit?" um and also um like what am I trying to say? And then even on the main Genshin subreddit for a while, there was this screenshot of Jean, and she was like holding the camera like this, and the camera was like here, and her boobs were like right in the camera, and that was like the top post on the main Genshin subreddit for like a very long time. I was like, you know what? As much as there's a lot of normal people who play Genshin, the vast majority of people who play Genshin are really questionable. What if you had a crush on a 2D character as a kid? I mean, that's different though, because like when you're a kid, that's like a very innocent attraction, no? When you're a kid. And I think you can like a character for like their vibe and like their personality and like their look and stuff like that. But like if you feel any actual physical feelings towards them, then that's a little weird, you know? But I guess people do have like they're like, oh, I had like my bi awakening from like Shigo from Kimpos. Like I guess I could have it, but I think it's more like thinking like, oh, like girls are cool, girls are pretty. She I would assume Shigo was a cause for many, many awakenings. Um, only only real people can be sexy. I think characters can have like sex appeal, I would say. Actually, like I think the closest thing to me like, oh, like if this person if this but even then I'm thinking like, oh, like if this person were real, I'd be super attracted to them, but like am I really? Actually no. I really like Vi. Maybe Vi is my exception. Um but maybe I do understand the Gooners. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But yeah, the people some people are definitely a little too intense, a little too weird about it, you know? Maybe it's a mindset of if she was real. Yeah, exactly. I think it's like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, a lot of Shigo fans here. Shigo cosplay when? I someone clip that. Don't. Um, I actually have looked for a Shigo costume for Halloween because I was considering I really wanted to include it in the polls. But the issue is she wears like a head to toe suit, right? So like the suits are very hard to fit properly because they have to fit exactly, right? Because it's like a skin tight whole body suit, right? Um, and I am too short. I'm too short and I think too small for one to fit exactly properly. Um, so I think because the only ones I found were like Western costumes, and Western costumes are a lot bigger than like a lot of times like when I buy Genshin cosplays, they're in Asian sizes, and Asian sizes are fine. If even sometimes I buy extra small, it's like almost too small, which is crazy. um, so I think I wouldn't be able to find a Shigo cosplay that fit. Unless I could, like, alter it. I guess I could alter it, but it's a lot of man, it's a lot of work for my mom because I can't sew. Thorn from Scooby-Doo. It was the only who is Thorn? I gotta look this you gotta send a photo. Is the question whether people not understand the characters aren't real? You know, that wasn't what I was asking, but that's also something I consider as well, because have you ever seen the Genshin birthday posts that are like it will show a picture of like hutao and it'll be like happy birthday hutao, and then people will be in the comments like, oh my gosh hutao, I love you so much, good job on the recent lantern rite, you were so beautiful. And I'm like, do they know? I'm like, do they do they know she's not real? No, read the comments, Ricky. Like, find the most recent. I will find it for you. Like, go on YouTube. Check like go to the Genshin YouTube. Go to their community posts. Okay, and then read the comments. Short people. I know. So I think it would be really hard to make a bodysuit fit correct. That's the only thing. It was like the fitting just seemed really hard. I only had a crush on Lexia Doig when I was younger because she hot. Is she a cartoon character or a real person? What if Yoko said at this point to requested Miku? Would you do it? No. It has to be a cosplay I own, and Miku, I would never cosplay Miku in a million years. Like, I would sooner cosplay Frieren. I always wanted to do a Catwoman cosplay when I was younger, slimmer but too short for catsuit. Exactly, right? Um, although you would totally rock it now. It's very hard to find. It, like usually it's like, oh, this smallest size is like it's like, oh, 5'4" or something. It's like, oh, that's definitely not gonna fit, right? Because it's the bodysuit just so I think you just gotta have it like tailor made. It's fine for just get taller. I'll just grow. Sorry. And oh, not even that. Like even if you're exactly 5'4" and it's like, oh, this costume is for 5'4", you have to have the exact proportions, right? Like, what if your legs are too long or too short? Like, then it won't fit, right? Like that's it just doesn't work. Um, the main lead of Hex Girls. I don't know who these people are. I'm sorry. Um, you've seen cosplayers at cons. I met people that are short and fit perfectly, not just Shigo, but other characters. They probably make them themselves. So, like, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm not out here making the cosplay myself or altering the cosplay. Either they're really altering it or they're just a lot of cosplayers make it themselves, and they are very, very talented. I am not. I cannot sew to save my life. She's a real person. She was hot during the show Andromeda, and she still is. Fair enough. Um, that's a name you drew. Dream is dead. Yeah. It was never alive. Mm. We need to cosplay. We need to force me to watch Frieren. No, I'm done with anime. I watched Attack on Titan, and that's enough. Um, in Wakamin John, W hutao cosplay. Hope you stay above 1% HP. I gotta stay above 50% HP, or no, below 50% HP. I don't play hutao. I don't know how she works. Um, if she did Miku or chat would attract even more. I can't even imagine the type of people who would come in if I was cosplaying Hatsune Miku. Like we already have one Yokomoto. We don't need 20 more. one one Yokomoto. We're chill. 20 Hatsune Miku fans, too many. And welcome in Nate. What's the occasion? Oh, I have a channel point redemption for 200,000 channel points to do a cosplay that I already own. And Ricky redeemed 2 of them to combine 2 cosplays. Lexia Doig, sorry. You might recognize her from Jason X. Yeah, I don't actually know what that is either. I'm not very cultured. Could you cosplay male characters? I really want to. I really want to cosplay Wanderer, but the Wanderer cosplay was really expensive because the hat is so large. He is hat guy. So maybe I'll do like I don't know. I really like Wanderer. I think Wanderer would be fun. Or like a cool cuz like there's a lot of like twink male characters, like femboys like, you know what I mean? And like those they look pretty androgynous. So it's like it wouldn't really be like super boyish for me to cosplay, but I really want to try and pull off like a real boy, you know? Your sister makes all her own cosplays and you're not that talented. Yeah, that is really impressive. You sent her in the Discord. Okay, I'll take a look. Miju's Hanji would be the perfect cosplay. Hanji or Mikasa. I mean, yeah, I don't think I would cosplay anyone else. I think I would go Mikasa. I do really like Hanji, but then she's really weird. Maybe I should go full boy cosplay and cosplay Levi. um, just a bunch of Yokomotos. Yeah, too much. A dozen yolks. Lexia Doig is mostly a TV actress thing. She was in Virgin River. You're really gonna like keep listing TV shows or movies that I've never heard of. I don't think we watch the same stuff. Miju as the colossal titan. Ooh. You know what? You know, I think I should be the let me think of the most cursed looking titan. The beast titan. I'll be the beast titan. You guys know I love that guy. I will show up in like a Chewbacca outfit, and I'll be a beast titan. Um, Jason, like the horror serial killer. Ah, I see. I never watched it. And welcome in Fiorin. Used to watch Andromeda just to see Lexi doing. Okay, well you have a, a kindred soul in the chat. A venti. I mean, yeah, I think a venti cosplay would be really easy. Um, Batman. Batman. I cannot be Batman. Oh my god. What you have to remember is that Miju lives under a rock. I'm also like Gen Z, you know? Um, did Miju put that on a cosplay list for Halloween 2 years ago? Fenty? I might have. I might have. I think I really want to be like the Genshin cosplays I really want to do is Paimon. I still gotta do Paimon. Um, I stand for also that she's Canadian. You don't know her for shame. I'm sorry. I should know her. She's Canadian. Um, She did tell me that I could just do that, but I decided to make it more expensive for everyone else in the future. Yeah, Jack was saying that I scammed you, but like really, it was your choice. It was your choice. Ricky gave us 100% inflation. But to be fair, I think it kind of makes sense to do one of each because like one cosplay makes sense. Two cosplays is like a whole like it's like combining it is like a very different thing, you know. Is it difficult to separate your like of cosplay with the dislike of the fan base that surrounds the hobby? Welcome in, Anthony. Um, No, I think it's fine because it's pretty chill when I'm just streaming and cosplaying. I think if I ever, I don't think I would ever want to go to like a convention because I don't want those. I don't want people like coming up to me and like being weird because I've heard like so many like horror stories, right? Like what they're like, oh, like when you're in cosplay, people just assume they can like touch you without asking, or like they come up, they're like, I mean, taking pictures is one thing, but like some people are like, oh, like people are like trying to touch you, people are being really creepy towards you, depending on what you're cosplaying as, obviously. If you're cosplaying like hutao or something, you might get more um unwanted attention than if you're cosplaying like Gundam. I don't know why my brain went to. I'm trying to think of something that like wouldn't show your face. Um, but yeah, it's a. But like the boys and girls would be all over me if I cosplayed the colossal titan. Like that'd be way too sexy. But yeah, I think I wouldn't go to a convention with that because I just I just heard so many horror. I think people sometimes can behave really weirdly when someone is in cosplay because they're like, I guess they have a hard time like just like treating them as a normal person. Um, Miju as Annie from Attack on Titan would be great too. I don't know if I could pull off Annie. I think me and Annie, like we don't have the vibe. Take that wig and you can go with female Titan. Great. I think Titan would also require a bodysuit, no? I'll be like the world's smallest colossal Titan you've ever seen. And I'll carry around like a steam machine. I'll be like, I'll just spray steam everywhere. I'm sure someone has done that already. I don't think it's my original idea. Yeah, it's I don't know. If I had to identify with someone from Attack on Titan, if I had to identify with someone, I think because like I don't think I identify with Mikasa, and Hanji is a little insane. Like like me and Hanji, we might have similar energies, but she's quite insane and quite ruthless. I don't think that's me, but like it's very hard to come up with one that I would be like, oh, that's me, because like everyone's a little bit like horrible, you know? Like no one is really like a normal good person. So I think it would be hard for me to I don't know if there's anyone I really truly relate to. I guess Sasha is the most normal. If I had to pick someone, I guess she's the most normal. I think you could pull off a Naruto cosplay. No, I don't want to be Naruto. Um, I never heard of someone cosplay that doesn't like anime. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just unique for sure. I mean, there's lots of things you can cosplay that are not anime as well. Like, I mean, I love Genshin, as you know. And Genshin is like anime tangential, and I like it. Yeah, I think cosplaying definitely is like a very anime centric hobby. Um, but it's also just fun. A lot of people cosplay like Marvel heroes and stuff like that. So, I don't think it's very very common in anime, but um, yeah, I'm sure there's lots of people who don't like anime who cosplay as well. Like probably yeah, probably more like the Marvel heroes vibe or like I'm sure there's like LARPers, like the like if you're like a Lord of the Rings fan or something or like just gaming in general that's not anime. That probably is something too. But yeah, there's a lot of weebery around for sure. Colossal Titan being short would be a good decision for ironic cosplay. Exactly. It'll fit in the tomboy vibes. Yeah. That would be cool. I think yeah, I do want to cosplay a more I do want to cosplay a more masculine character at some point. I just have not gotten around to it. Um, Comic Con and Con people aren't the same. Comic Con are full of Zirconians. Not. I don't think they are. I mean, I guess there's a lot of LARPers, but there's probably a lot of yeah. Like I think there's a lot of superhero and like pop culture cosplayers, right? Um, like speaking of like Jason Boy, Boy, that's not his name. His name is just Jason, right? From Friday the 13th. No, Friday the 13th is Michael Myers. Okay, you know what? Jason, that guy. There's probably people cosplaying people like that. There's a lot of cosplay that is an anime. Yeah, yeah. Nahida, Arlecchino, Clorinde, and Kale. Maestro, you just say every single character. You every time a Genshin character comes up on screen, like Maestro has the utmost faith in me. He's always like, you could do that character. You could do that character. I'm like, I guess I could, but I gotta pick and choose because cosplays are very expensive. Like one cosplay costs like usually over $200. So I do like to cosplay characters that I really vibe with, or I just think would be really cute. Like I just like really love their outfit. Um, you do leatherwork and you make a lot of costumes, cosplay for Ren Fair, Lord of the Rings type stuff, but you never do it yourself. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I guess leather would make sense with that. Is this the English version? Yes. This English version is so good. I don't know why you're reacting like that. If we consider English versions of in K-pop, this one is not bad. Okay, it's way better than Really Bad Boy. Okay, like remember Really Bad Boy where they're like sipping on milk or something like that? Like what? what? What does that even mean? What are they talking about? It was like sipping on milk and chocolate milkshakes or something. And I'm like, that's the worst line I've ever heard. Your older daughter cosplayed her namesake. It was great, and she didn't even realize she thought the character was cool. My secret is safe. Aw. I'm sure she'd be happy if she likes the character enough to cosplay them. Cosplay Snake. No. Then I will cosplay the end. Um or Lightning Man. I'm a Lightning Man. No more sharing the What? I lost my donut privileges from that? Come on. It's true though. It's true though. Every time a Genshin character comes on the screen, you're like, "Hey, you should cosplay Yulon." you know? There's no Really Bad Boy English version. It doesn't exist. Oh yeah, it doesn't exist. Yeah. We don't talk about it. Yeah, it's yeah, my cosplay list. I do want to do Paimon eventually, but Paimon will be more like a silly time. Um Paimon, I mean Columbina since she's out. Yolan never combo cosplay. I will save that for you. You could do that. How would you even do that? Like surely you want Nefer's hair. Oh, but like everything about Nefer's outfit is like a better than Yolan's. No offense to Yolan. Um, because like Nefer's outfit is top tier, I think. And her hair, like you do not want to like even if you're like, oh, I want to have Nefer's outfit. Do you want Yolan's hair? Like Yolan does not have great hair. Could you do an Ash cosplay? I mean, I could. Like, nothing is out of the realm of possibility, except for ones that would be like really hard to do. But would I? I was not a Pokemon watcher. I've never watched the Pokemon anime, so I'd be like a fake fan, you know? That's another thing too. Like, I'm like, oh, if I cosplay something that I've never played, like even with hutao, like I love Genshin, but I don't actually have hutao. I don't play her. Like a lot of the Genshin cosplays I've done is like my favorite characters, like Xiangling. Okay, Barba's skin was like just because it's cute. Uh, and then Farina, hutao. Have I done any other Genshin cosplays? I think that's it. Um, yeah, so I'm like I cosplay the ones I really like. Like I said earlier, like cosplays are really expensive, so I like to do ones that um oh, I like to do ones that I think I would vibe with, or I just really like the outfit, I think. Cause like if I'm paying that much, like I feel like I wanna, you know, get a lot of joy out of it. Like I need to get my $200 worth of joy out of it, you know? So that's fine. But then you guys know, because I live under a rock and I don't play many games, um like what it kind of limits my possibility. But yeah, I think Ada Wong this Halloween would be great. But then would I have to cut my hair again? I think I just do long hair because like I did short hair Tifa and I could do long hair Ada, you know? I should have really swapped them, huh? And I guess I did cosplay Tifa not having played the game, to be fair. Guess I am. I'm fake. Um Ada Wong, yes, exactly. And then you could be I mean you could choose anyone. You could be Claire. You'd be a great Claire. And welcome an angel. What am I looking at so jarring? This is Ricky's creation. It's Zelda cosplaying hutao, as she does. I think she has a cosplay hobby. Surely, I think she would be into it if she knew about it. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys the posts. The responses. Okay, look. Um, a picture of, let's see. Let me find like a character that people would really be weird about. Okay, Yolan's birthday post. Okay, okay. The first comment on it is "Happy birthday, Shingjo." Um, let me find someone. Um, what the hell are people responding? Um, okay, here. Someone. This has 26 upvotes, by the way. Yolan's birthday post. Yolan, you were the reason I kept playing Genshin even when Ayaka had an indefinite banner. I knew at some point Hoya was gonna release a new character, and I'm so happy it was you. Like, what? Uh, who is saying, like, most of them are normal, and then you just have some people who are like talking directly to Yolan. I'm like, do you know that she is not a real person? Like, how how would you like? Do they know? I'm so confused. Um, Isekai Zelda or Huta can tell. Yeah, I don't know. Your creation isn't called jarring. Gonna cry in a car. Hey, Ricky. I mean, Angel, you made Ricky cry. Um, how'd you get into Genshin? Genshin Impact. Did you just like anime weaves before playing Genshin, or was your exposure to the weirdest stuff fandom happened due to Genshin? I got into Genshin because it looked quite fun. And the music was really good, and because of Kaya. I liked Kaya, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go into the game, and I gotta meet Kaya. And then I just had a great time playing the game. I like the story a lot. I like the characters. Um, I already disliked weebs before getting to Genshin. I dislike weebs because of my negative experience with them in school. Um, and there were some things in Genshin that I was like, this is too much. This is too much. Like the jiggle physics was too much. When you're gliding, their skirts lift up, and I'm like, really, really. But I was able to look past it. I still don't like it. I still wish that didn't happen. And some of the characters are obviously very goonery design. You forgot to say I did something to my hair. I need a wig for what? I want to see this. What? Did you post on Instagram? I never check Instagram. Stop reading my post. Sorry, Angel. Is a song possible to play on piano? I mean, I'm sure anything would be possible to play on piano. Actually, maybe some things would be impossible, but you could play the melody of the song. It's more of a guitar song. It's very much a guitar song. What happened in school? Sorry, I missed this chapter of the Miju lore. Okay, I was a Japanese girl in my computer science classes, which were like nine. Okay, it's not like 90%. It's like 80% guys. So there was a lot of weird people, who would not would not leave me alone. Or we're like really weird towards me. And there's a lot of like most people like I don't actually have a problem with like people who like anime. Like I don't have a problem with them. Obviously, otherwise half the people in the chat would not be here. um, but it's more just people who are like really weird about like they're like oh like fetishizing like Asian people or having like weird stereotypes about Asian people or like Japan or whatever. That's my main issue. Or when people come up and they're like, when the people start speaking weird Japanese to me, like that kind of thing. Remember when Miji used to post? Remember that? It's been a while. Best response. The question is, will it sound will it sound good? Yeah. I mean, everything can be played on piano, but like, why? It's like, why do you want to? I'm sure it could sound good though, because like people do like Polyphia covers on piano, and they do a really good job. Miju would hate me, and we know that's not true. I could never. Um, picture what? Yeah, I know. I want to see this. Oh, what did? Okay, so she clearly dyed it. This is no longer Claire. She either dyed it or she cut it all off. Because Claire has like longer hair. But Gwen does dye her hair, so I don't know. We'll see. Um, I'm kind of done with my hair dyeing phase for now. My hairdresser was like, "Oh, are you thinking about dyeing your hair again?" Like, I was like, "Oh no, it's like it gets so damaged." And he's like, "Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna show up here one day again, and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna dye pink." And I'm like, maybe. You had a secondhand experience, like during a group project when I set up with a weeb and a Japanese classmate. Um, who was studying abroad. Fella came out of the gate and asked her what her favorite anime. Oh my god, yeah, the secondhand embarrassment. I hope you saved her from that situation. It's just like, yeah, it's like, I mean, it's just like, oh, like you should just treat Japanese people or women in general just as people, right? Like it's really not a hard concept, right? It's like just treat them like people, and then like just like that you don't treat them as like, oh, like this person is Japanese. Like I got like it's like if you like someone just because they're Japanese, that's super weird. If you like someone and they happen to be Japanese, nothing wrong with that. If you like someone, you're specifically seeking out like a certain race of people, weird. Um, I've talked about this many times before. It's like super weird because either one, you it's like only physical and you're like one that's pretty shallow, and also like not every person from that race like looks the same. Like no, there's no group of people where they like all unless like it's like a group of like twins, like quadruplets. But like yeah, no like group of people look all the same, right? Like there's a lot of diversity. And two, if it's not just physical, you're like stereotyping, right? Because you're like, oh, like I like Japanese women because they're really shy, and it's like okay, that's not really the case for everyone, right? That's like that's both are weird and both are racist. People straight up think of an Asian fetish because you're Asian. How does that make sense? You're literally Asian too. What does that mean? Um, it also happens with specific body type. It happens with everything. Yeah, it happens with everything. Um, you gotta. I mean, I think like some groups of things happen more than others, right? Like, but I think if you're part of a group where that kind of thing happens a lot, then you just gotta be really careful. Like every time you meet someone, you're like, oh, like you gotta be like suspicious, you know? Um, you can't just break out the anime question. You have to ease into it. Ask me to like bullet trains. Always ask about bullet trains. Yeah, ask about bullet trains. Ask about sake, and then ask about anime. And a lot of weebs think like Japan is like very anime based, and it's like that's like going to a white person and being like, "Do you like Scooby Doo?" Like you must love Scooby Doo, right? um, it's like that. You love Scooby Doo. Okay, so it's true. People tell me I shouldn't be offended because it's normal for people to think white presenting people have Asian fetishes because you're white presenting, but you're also Asian. That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? Those people are really stupid. You love the one from Scooby Doo. Okay, I'm 2 for 2 on the white people Scooby Doo thing. Maybe it is true. Any other white people would like to say it whether they like Scooby Doo or not? No, not because I am not white and I don't really like Scooby Doo. Like I don't dislike it. I just I don't feel strongly about it. Ernie, you also like Scooby Doo? Maybe I picked the wrong thing. I picked something that was true. Maybe. Oh no. So I'm right. I'm right. Okay, I'm gonna continue thinking this for the rest of my life. But yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of weird people out there. People are weird. Hello, you're white. You love Scooby-Doo. Oh, wait, I'm on to something. Well, welcome in, Wolf. Hope you're doing well. We welcome the Scooby-Doo enjoyers. Um, you asked the same question. Looks logic doesn't logic because I look white. People are just stupid. I think people just don't understand genetics, right? Like some like if you're mixed race, you might look more like one race than the other, but you're still both races. Like that's still how it works. Like some mixed black people are like really pale. That doesn't mean they're not black. Like obviously there's some consideration. Like you go through life and people perceive you a certain way, and that's obviously like a factor in things. But like the calling you like an Asian fetishes is like that doesn't make any sense. Um, you're not white, but you like the movies. I see. I see. But you're not a super fan because you're not white. um, when you have to choose between My Little Pony and Scooby Doo, at my current age, I'm definitely picking Scooby Doo. Okay, she's over the My Little Pony thing. I can relate to Velma every time her glasses fall off. Oh, so you like Scooby Doo? There's a difference between having a preference, I like brown eyes, for example, and a fetish, which is just creepy. Exactly, exactly. I think there's a difference between like a preference is a preference. Like you're allowed to have a preference. Um, and like a preference is like, oh, I tend to gravitate towards people who have this specific trait, but like it's not like I'm not just like only seeking out people with brown eyes, right? Like it's like that's weird, right? Like it's like though you would feel the same way, like even if it wasn't like a race. Like you're like if someone was like, oh, I only date blonde people with blue eyes. Like that is my main criteria. It's like that's like super weird. That's super weird because like you're just either just really shallow or you're like I don't know. It's weird. Um, people can't see past my melanin levels. Yeah, people are pretty stupid sometimes. Your preference is your husband, of course, and Pedro Pascal, right? Don't forget. um, but yeah, so yeah, there's definitely I think a lot of people really don't understand treating like it's very simple. Just treat everyone as a human, and it's pretty chill. One thing is having a type, and one thing is a require. Yeah, requirement is super weird because requirements should not be physical things. Because like I think it's so shallow. Like looks can change. Like imagine, imagine, like someone they're like, oh, I only date blonde people, and the blonde person dyes their hair, and they're like, oh my god, we have to break up. Like, wow, that's so stupid. Yeah, obviously also Pedro Pascal. Checks out. But yeah, I think having a physical requirement is it's a little weird. Um, but yeah, I think requirements is should be like stuff like, oh, they're financially savvy. Like they don't have mountains of credit card debt. Sorry, I don't know why I'm only going to finances. Um, or like, they have good values. They want a family, whatever, like stuff like that. Like that's like good requirements. It's not shallow. Um, what do you think about people say they avoid their own race in dating? Self-hate? I don't know. I think having any racial preference is a little weird. Um, I don't know why you would have a preference. Like I think you could have a cultural preference, but then I think you'd always have to be knowing that, not everyone is like say you come from a really patriarchal culture, right? And then you live like I don't know, in Canada. And then you're like, okay, well, I don't want someone who has those values. Um, which maybe would filter out a lot of people from your home country. Um, that's one thing, but then you also have to be like it shouldn't be like a whole blanket require like you might do that on like a dating app because like you can't really like filter people out that easily. But like then you have to also understand and be like, oh, like I'm a person from that country who doesn't hold those values, and so like there must be other people who also have that, right? It's like It can be kind of something like that. But it's a little weird. Depends what their reason is. Um, you didn't have a physical requirement. It was about being a good person. Those the looks are just bonus, of course. Finding after 6 months she's not naturally blonde. No. That'd be a weird thing to hide. Your requirement must love me. That's a good requirement. That's you definitely want that in a partner. And Wakamin Rancy, where's Meiju? She's not here today. It's only Zelda today. Um, you know, I've sorry, I almost got them 11. I've they that's their song, right? Like they have a song called 11, and now when they do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they do like 6, 7. I'm like, oh my god, who taught them that? Tell them to stop. Um, I prefer someone who is like-minded because it'll be tough if not. I mean, yeah, they gotta share certain values and stuff with you. Send your photo of my hair. Ooh, the kids ruined counting. They truly did ruin counting. Where where's this photo? It's on Instagram. Um, gotta find this. Hold on. I thought at first someone made a six. No, that song predated 6'7". Ooh, okay, okay. Oh my god, wait, it looks so good. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Were your eyes always that color? They really pop. What the hell? It looks so good. Oh my gosh, guys. You guys are not seeing what I'm seeing. Gwen looks beautiful. She always looks beautiful, but extremely Twilight shirt. I love the Twilight shirt. Oh my god. It looks so good. This is torture. Sorry. She didn't send it to you guys. She sent it to me. That's my reaction too. She looks amazing. I love it. I love it. I mean, you look great with your natural hair color too, but you look very striking. You got green eyes. I mean, I knew you had green eyes, but they like super pop. Maybe one day she'll share it with everyone. um, but as a, I think like I think it's very fun to dye hair. I don't know. I think for me, looking back on my hair colors, my favorite one was probably when I had the white streak in it. I did really like the white streak. And bonus, it was the easiest to maintain. I know a lot of people, my mom's favorite is when I had brown hair with the pink streak, but she also knows that pink streak only lasted like 3 weeks. Like that pink streak was gone, but I think she likes that light brown hair. Cause that's the color hair she has. Maybe that's like she's a little biased there. Because she also she used to dye her hair brown and now she just has like highlights. Um, back in the Cruella de Vil era, yeah, that was iconic. It was great. And then, except for when every time I saw my grandpa, he was like, "Why are you dyeing your hair? Why are you putting white in your hair? Like, just wait till you're older and it will turn gray on its own." So, aside from those comments, it was chill. I was like, "Grandpa, that's what people do these days." um, you got the urge to dye your hair again, but it's also a pain to maintain. You also need to determine if I'm cutting it again or growing it out. I know, I know. I'm so indecisive as well. And my hairdresser like never believes me. He's like, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna dye it black. I'm not gonna dye it again for a while. And he's like, I don't believe you. I'm gonna dye it like not completely black so I can when I need to remove this color, I can do it easily. But I stuck with it. I truly did not dye my hair. But yeah, now he understands that I'm growing it out because I was growing out the bob. It was hard to cut and style because it was shorter in the back, longer in the front. So now it's kind of reached a length where he can style it properly, which is nice. You got your shave, so I wouldn't dye it. You can dye it, that'd be fun. It grows. But I have blonde hair. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I think the maintenance is so annoying. It's like when you're in the shower, your hair feels like if you bleach a lot, like your hair feels like straw. Like you're in the shower and you're like, my hair feels like literally, it just feels like straw. Like, hey. And then and then like it's so clumpy after you if after it gets wet, it's like super clumpy and it takes forever to dry because if you guys don't know, when you bleach your hair, it like when a hair gets really damaged, it's like really stringy, rubbery, and then like the pores on the hair are like really open. So then like it because it's the hair is so dry, it's like it wants to keep every bit of moisture it can. So it takes like forever to dry. You have to like really blow dry for so long. Um because like if you leave your damaged hair to air dry, it like will not dry. And if it's so damaged, even with the blow dryer, it might not dry. That's when you know your hair is gone. Like it's like that's when you're like you gotta shave that off. um but yeah, I didn't quite reach that point, but it does take a while to dry. Because people say like, oh um they're like, "Oh, how do I, like, get this hair color without damage?" It's like, "No, every time you bleach your hair, it damages it." Like, there's no avoiding it. Like, you can make it, like, manageable. Um, you can make it manageable, but, like, at the same time, like, it will be damaged. Like, usually, it's okay. Your hair can survive a few bleaches. Um, what if I leave my skinhead to air? Are you, like, actually completely bald? I didn't know this. Your hair is oily naturally, so I'm grateful the bleach has dried it out of it. Have you been able to put away some of the dry shampoos? That is good. That is actually good. And welcome in D-Law. Can't relate. You got virgin hair. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. I mean, I think it's now I have virgin hair now too. It died. It grew back out. Um, I think all the dyed parts are gone now. But yeah, it's especially because I cut it short. But having normal hair is quite nice, but having dyed hair also is quite fun, so, uh, the pros and cons here. I don't know how the K-pop idols survive, like, cause they must dye their hair, like, every 4 weeks, I would assume. The ones with, like, brightly colored hair, I would assume the maintenance on that is, like, every 4 weeks-ish. And that's a lot of, like your scalp must be, like, really gross. Cause like, I know Rosé has talked about this, like, you guys know Rosé has, like, blonde hair for, like, the last, like 10 years. And she says her scalp is so itchy and dry. Birthday bleaches her like every 2 weeks. That's so often. Does you think shampoo daily damage hair? Um, I don't think so. It might make your scalp dry. Part of me wants to go back to red, but also you've seen a pretty multicolored situation. That would be fun. Oh, okay, okay. Keep us updated. I saw the Neapolitan hair. It looks so good. But then whenever I see those hair colors, like the thing with like for me, I like pastel colors, right? Pastel colors fade immediately. Like really bright colors are easier to upkeep. Pastel colors will be gone in like a few weeks, which is like you paid like $500 to get your hair dyed, and then like it's gone in like 3 weeks. Like, was that worth it? I don't know if that was worth it. The K-pop idols, like, I guess it's worth it for them. They're not paying for it, but like, come on. Um, the middle of my head is balding, so I figured you may as well go bald. No way. Wait, why you have to update us on your haircuts. Um, at some point they gotta wear wigs, right? I think wigs are very common these days. A lot of times when idols have like certain hair colors for a music video, it's usually a wig. Like a lot of the times it's a wig because these days wigs are pretty good and um it's obviously a lot easier on your scalp. And all um all idols, all female idols generally unless they have short hair, they generally have, like, shoulder length hair, and they all wear hair extensions. Like, they all wear a ton of hair extensions. No one their hair is not like, no one has that much hair. No one has that much long, pretty hair. It's, like, that thick, you know? They're all wearing hair extensions. But I think it's the same, like, across the board, like, in the West as well. Um, it does something to the hair oils. It like, obviously for everyone's situation is different, but for me, if I wash my hair every day, it will get oily every day. But if I go a few days between washes, then it will not be oily for, like, a few days. Your hair gets, like, used to it. Um, 'Cause Peniel? I don't know who that is. Started balding because of all the dyeing. Yeah, a lot of idols are balding for sure because of all the bleaching. That's why I do red a lot because your hair keeps the red is really good, yeah. Because, like, especially us, we have dark hair, right? So when you bleach the hair, like, obviously, like, I mean, you know this, I just mean for everyone else. Like, when you bleach dark hair, it goes, like, orange, and then it goes yellow, and then it goes white. So if you want to do like a really pale color, you have to bleach it all the way to white, which is probably like 3 bleaches or 4 bleaches. But if you want to do red, it's more similar to that under like that orangey color underneath, so it will stay a lot easier. So like reds and pinks and stuff like that are really good at staying, especially on darker hair that has like a warmer tone. A color like for my hair, just I said the hardest color is purple. I guess because it's the opposite of yellow. Does rosé color bleach your roots like every day? I think it Ratsi said every 2 weeks. I think it's like probably every 2 to 4 weeks. It was $22 for hair shave. That's a pretty good deal. When I chopped my hair in October, I saw it around the ends from like 2023. Yeah, it's red is really easy to stay. Real, if you're balding, you need to make a choice: either go bald or save it slash turkey trip. True, true. Um, your immersion is broken now. You don't even want to know what these idols are doing, man. And when I heard about the shoulder Botox, I was like, what the hell is the shoulder Botox? Like, that's insane. Um, Miji actually wears a wig every day. She's fully bald. She also saw. Thank you, thank you. I'm truly exposed. Um, but yeah, it's I think my hair is still quite thin on like this section. I think it's just like that. I think I have pretty thin hair, but my hairdresser says I have a lot of hair. And welcome in Blade. Have you played Star Rail yet? No, I don't have any plans to play Star Rail. I have enough. One gotcha game is the limit. Um, Purple does not stay. I had that issue too. Yeah, purple is really tough. None of the idols have shoulder Botox. No, they do. Apparently, it's like it like. Also, they get arm Botox, so their arms are not too big. Like they get some Botox, which is this is really ridiculous, by the way. They get Botox in their arms and stuff, so when they can't use their muscles on their arms, so thus their arms will not get bigger. Like that's insane. I'm like, you're literally like crippling your body. Like you're like, oh, they get like calf Botox, so they can't so their calves don't get too big. And I'm like, that's insane. Like you need those. Like you're dancing every day. You need those muscles. Like why are you making them obsolete? Um, it's called a widow's peak. No, no, it's not like just here. It's like this part, the side part as well. I think it's just how my hair is, and it's also still like recovering from all the bleach. Tea makes sounds fun though. You could have a different style every day. Should be normalized. Yeah, I think wigs are fun, but wigs are a little uncomfortable. At least the wigs I'm wearing right now on my head. Because I was just saying like, oh, the other one doesn't pull on my head. My head is a little bit being squeezed. I might have to like loosen it or something. I might just remove this. Remove the clip here. Um, the chops Botox for the Alish, yeah, for the 90-degree shoulders. They love those 90-degree shoulders. Oh, I got completely ruined my hair. Hold on. Hold on. My hands are so sweaty. By the way, these gloves are not breathable. My hands are very sweaty. I didn't even notice, so I tried to take them off. But yeah, wigs are really expensive. I think that's the prohibiting factor there. Um, Basically making them human dolls. So scary, right? It's so like I'm like you actually, especially they're so active. Like I think you really need those muscles, no? Um, and welcome in, Risto. Hope you're doing well today. You just learned about masseter Botox, and that was a lot. They put Botox everywhere. I'm like, I'm hearing about all these uses for Botox. I'm like, I thought Botox was just to remove wrinkles, but no, they use Botox for a lot of things. Because I think that's a pretty like I think stuff like that is quite common. Because like you think like Like, I know everyone talks about getting a jaw shave and stuff like that, but, like, I think jaw shaves are probably more common if they have, like, a really long break. Because I think it takes many, many months to recover from a jaw shave. They either do it before they debut um, or they must have, like, a really long break at some point. But some groups, like, don't have that break where they could realistically get a jaw sh Um, isn't it Resident Evil Day? No, we're taking a little break this week, and we'll go into Resident Evil next week. Um, who needs Botox and you got Thug mucus and bee venom. Yeah. I think also people get like filler. Like instead of getting a jaw shave, you get a filler in your chin to make it more pointy. And then you get like yeah, the masseter Botox to make some of these muscles smaller. I actually um my my dentist actually told me to get it. Like my dentist was like, maybe you should get Botox because apparently I like really clench my teeth and these muscles are really like, overworked. But I'm like, I don't know about that. For a while, I was going to like there was a dentist near my house, but they were like a cosmetic dentist. So every time she was like, "Oh, like you should get this procedure or something." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Can you chill?" Um, she also told me like, cause like when I smile, sometimes my lips go over the gums, and she was like, "Oh, you can get Botox, and then it won't do that." I'm like, I feel like it's gonna look so cursed. Like, dude, I did not want to do that. Also, I don't want someone to shove a needle in my face. Um, Botox is used for migraines too. Okay, that I could get behind. I do get migraines. Um, so I might be open to that. But that would be for a medical reason. That'd be for pain. Should I Botox my calves and get a jaw shave? No. Ricky paid 400k channel points to make me do not play Resident Evil. He really didn't want me to play. No, he picked this week because he was actually very considerate. He picked this week because he was like, it would be really hard to play Resident Evil in the gloves, and I was like, now that I was wearing the gloves, I was like, that's true. Made you take step one to be an idol, possibly. BDS pain, as I say, and since I don't like pain, I'll just stay ugly. Yeah, yeah, it's I don't I heard lip fillers. I just saw a Reddit thread about they're like on Ask Women about like how much do lip fillers hurt? And everyone was like, the lip fillers are hurt so bad. I was like, I guess they're shoving a needle in your lips and like filling it up. Oh my, that sounds terrible. I would assume that like 90% of idols have lip filler though. I would assume stuff like filler is extremely common. Cosmetic dentist, does she just do veneers? No, she does orthodontic work. Um and then she does like normal cleanings and stuff. I was just getting normal cleanings. I don't have veneers. But yeah, I already had Invisalign somewhere else. And Rista, thanks for the 3 stream streak. Botox is so crazy to me, like just inject some botulism. I know, right? Isn't it like it can kill you, right? Or like in larger doses. If Botox can be used for migraines, does that mean it could be covered by insurance? I'd assume the place they inject it is not necessarily a cosmetic place. Like you're like, oh, I get migraines. Can you inject Botox into my traps? Like I don't think that's gonna work for the insurance thing. Um, enjoy your coffee. The gloves you're not even wearing. I took them off because I was fixing my hair, but I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I may as well take off the gloves while I'm at it. Um, I'll assume 100% of idols have had no work done. What about the ones who have admitted to it? Um, yeah, I think yes, it's probably the most common thing is stuff like fillers, nose jobs, um, eyelid surgery, obviously eyelid surgery, um, and Botox. Um, they sell Botox by the amount in the syringe, like full, half, or less. It's weird. Oh, I did not know that. You haven't seen any admit it? I think a couple people have admitted it. Um, the main one I can think of is Jessie, but she's a bit of a different case. I don't know the logistics behind it, but I know a few people who get them for migraines. They usually cover insurance through insurance. Can be ridiculous too. Yeah. I mean, I haven't even tried like migraine medication or something like that. Jessie, former member of not that Jessie. I don't even know if that's was she an NMIX? Jessie, like she's like 40, not in NMIX. There's tasteful Botox job though, where people mess up is when they need to get it done again. They keep thinking that they're too small and they get used to the previous size they had. I talk about filler. You mean lip filler, right? Jessie from Pokemon. Jessie and Jessie from Pokemon. The Rocket League. No, Rocket League. Rocket Team Rocket. But yeah, I think sometimes people do get like overdone. Like you get used yeah, exactly. You get used to the size. And then you go back and then you're like, "Oh, but I want my lips bigger now cuz like I'm used to how they look." But then if you saw them without having seen their previous lip size, you'd be like, "This person has gigantic lips." But I think most idols I've seen some lip filler um and usually it looks pretty good. Like I like One Young almost definitely has lip filler and she looks great. If I'm sure One Young must have had some amount of plastic surgery, but she looks amazing. Like I don't have any like I'm not like, oh, she's like no, she's not botched, obviously. But some people go too far for sure. But yeah, it's like or like I think with the lip filler, I mean, what's wrong with plastic surgery, Roxy? I don't know why you're denying it so much. Like that's like it's not like we're slandering them, right? It's just a fact. Um yeah, it's like I think lip filler also, like, when you first get it done, it's, like, larger and then it settles down a bit. I think that's but sometimes if you see people with, like, larger than normal it's like when I got my eyebrows done, um, when I got my eyebrows done, it's, like, really dark for a little while, and then it kinda settles in. So sometimes stuff like that happens. Most people slander it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's, like, as long as I mean, hopefully, as long as it's their choice, but they're not being, like, forced into it, then, like, yeah, people can do what they want with their bodies. Like, that's fine. That doesn't make them any less beautiful, right? Like if someone gets if one young has had like 16 plastic surgeries, that doesn't mean she's not pretty. Or that doesn't mean they weren't pretty before, you know? It's just it's just their choice. Hopefully it's their choice. I would assume a lot of times in K-pop it is not their choice, which is very questionable. Um, but stuff like filler and implants and stuff are reversible. Stuff like stuff like jaw shaves and stuff are a little more risky and may look bad later on, and it's not very reversible. I don't know why celebrities are demonizing when clearly had it done. Like no one could say anything if you said you did. Denying it. Sorry, denying it when they should have it done. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's so common in K-pop, but like no one admits to it, right? It's like that's why it's very refreshing that Jessie like fully just admits to it, right? She's like, "Oh, I had this done. I had this done." Um, But yeah, I think it's weird. It's weird because it's so normal, but it's like there's so much they just will never talk about it, right? It's like very stigmatized. Um, and I think it would be a lot healthier if they just admitted to it because there's a lot of young girls who love K-pop, right? And they're like looking at these idols and they're like, "Oh, like why can't I look like that?" Or like why was I not born like this? And it's like, oh, okay, they probably were not born like that. Like and even if they were born that beautiful, there's many non-cosmetic procedures they do, right? Like it's like I think that kind of stuff is probably important for them to know. Like even if we're talking about how like if we're talking about how idols got worked on, it's not because like I want to call them out and like I want to like bring them down or whatever. Um, like it's not that I want to bring them down. It's like I just want people to be aware that like, you know, that's not it's not really attainable, right? Like even if even if you were born like that, there's so many things that they do, right? Like little things that they do to make themselves more attractive and it's like it's not really accessible for most people. Um, Plastic surgery or any body modification is one of those things you can definitely go. You pay for it, so don't cheap out. Yeah, if you're doing anything very permanent to your body, do not cheap out. Yeah, definitely. Um, I think that should be common sense. Don't get a budget plastic surgery, okay? Don't get a budget nose job. um, but yeah, it's how long is a career of an idol on average? Um, I think it depends on the idol. I think a lot of them, if they're not that successful, it's probably only a few years. But a lot of idols have been around for like 15, 20 years. It really depends. Like usually they're not. Usually they stop doing idol stuff when they're like in their 30s. I would say. They would move on to stuff like acting or doing their own solo music, that kind of thing. Um, yeah, and I would assume it's not very long because obviously there's a lot of ageism as well. Like there's not people don't um they they start very young. I don't want to say like I don't want to say like they want them to be children, but they kind of do want them to be children. And welcome in Beppe. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, are the chances of being successful super low? I mean, that's the same with any like art industry, right? Like it is what it is. The chance of being a famous actor is also very low. You understand body mods, people putting RFID chips under their skin, just save the effort of pulling out the keys to get into their apartment. Oh yeah, I heard someone like, it wasn't in Toronto. They like put their bus pass into their hand or something like that. I'm like, that's why would you like literally why would you do that? That sounds terrible idea. There's a big range to body modifications. I think law is talking about putting chips into your body, not like getting your ears pierced. I think. Um, just thinking about the investment. I mean, yeah, they like give up so much of their lives. They sacrifice so much. They might get plastic surgery. They might skip going to school. Like, and then they will not debut. Like, right, or they won't even. And if they do debut, they're not successful. Like, the chances of being successful are very small, right? Like, even if you do, the chance of getting into the industry are really small. Into the company, like when you audition, is very small. And then from there, getting chosen to be in the group is very small. And then from there, your group becoming successful is very small. Um, welcome in. Peel, you only put chips into your mouth. That's where they should go. Unless they're computer chips, do not do that. Unless you're a robot, then do that. Okay, guys, I'm just going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. It might take me a minute because I'm in cosplay. But I will enjoy the Malamart in the meantime, and I will be back when I'm back. Okay, BRB. Okay, okay, I'm back. um, it's a studio corporation that put these idol groups together, right? Like the idol members didn't make music together in a garage in high school. No, no. Yeah, they audition to companies and then they get chosen and then they get put into a group. Uh, they don't have any control. Um, Unfortunately, it's a very manufactured sort of thing. It's not like, oh, it's a work of art. It's like it's a pure product, I would say. You guys played Hades with a keyboard and mouse and controller? Yeah, I mean, I I have it on Switch, so controller. I think the I mean, I haven't really played on keyboard and mouse, but the controls are really good. Um, it's not diagonal like Hades, so maybe it wouldn't work as well. I mean, I know Kovaris does like speed runs, and a lot of times like speed runs use like a different control scheme. Like Elden Ring, I would say is pretty much meant to be played on the controller, but a lot of speedrunners I think use keyboard and mouse for certain kind of like skips or whatever. Um, what percentage of idols do you think hates at least one member of their group? Um, Probably like 10% at least. I would assume like a lot of them, like I'm sure a lot of them are friends because they spend a lot of time together, right? And they like live together, whatever. Um, but I'm sure a lot of them just have like they're essentially colleagues, right? I guess your colleagues that live together, so it's a bit different. But um, like a lot of them maybe just have like a colleague relationship. I feel like, and then like also I forgot to put on the rest of my cosplay. Um, yeah, I think some of them might have like a colleague type relationship, and like they might actually they might pretend to be friends. They might pretend to be friends just for like the image of it, but like they might just be like they might just be like acquaintances, really. Um, or like, oh, it's like I'm just a work friend. Friend of mine played Breath of the Wild on keyboard and mouse. Now that's a little weird because it was never intended to be played on that. You need to try getting Elden Ring again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you'll like it, but I think you could at least try it out. Um, but I would not be shy to look at like a guide for Elden Ring because the game does not explain anything very well. In fact, they're intentionally vague. So you might they might not teach you about very key mechanics that would actually be quite helpful, but they just don't tell you. So yeah, I would not be shy to look up a guide. If we sub to Major, is she our employee? No, because then like how would I have that many bosses? That doesn't make sense. Nowadays I realize I should have thrown something at him. I don't know. I think it's fine. Like obviously it wasn't intended to be played that way, but some people are like some people like they only play keyboard and mouse games, so they're like really not comfortable on a controller. So I think whatever you're most comfortable with is probably fine. Like I download a mod to play Minecraft on a controller. um so you know, it is what it is. It's not intended to be played because it's a mod. Freelance employee. Oh, okay, okay. Um where the plant? Here. It's so I haven't watered it since before I went away, but I think it's doing great. This laptop is really gonna make me F disk it. I don't know what that is, but good luck. It sounds like your laptop is broken. Oh my god, guys, the tassel completely fell apart. That oh no. What do I do? Guys, the tassel, it's gonna fall off. What do I do? I think I have to glue it back together. Not the tassel. It's supposed to look like this. Okay, I think I have to get this string, loop it around this string, and then just tie it off. That's the plan. That's what I'm gonna do later. You did the same thing with Minecraft on PC because I got used to it on PS4. You'd think Minecraft is such a big game, they would have controller support. Like, why don't they have? They clearly support controllers on like other platforms. But, like, it shouldn't. It's not like they can't. They haven't come up with the keybinds or anything like that, right? Like, that's weird. I wonder if there's a Minecraft mod that lets me play with Vim motions. That's the nerdiest thing you've ever said. Um, F disk is old PC lingo. I see. I see. Um, is there a Minecraft mod to let me play by thinking about what I want to do? That doesn't exist yet, I think. Oh, Genshin have motion controls like on mobile? Wait, it has motion controls on mobile? Wait, I play Genshin on my phone all the time. It has motion controls? I didn't know this. I just try not to do charge shots on mobile because that's super annoying. Nerd shaming. Hey, you have to admit that is super nerdy. You went too far. Rat's about to sign up for Neural. What is Neuralink? Is it a brain chip? Ratzy, get the body modification by chipping your brain so you can play Minecraft. It's a fancy way of saying reformat. I see, I see. It's Elon Musk's brain chip. Yeah, you do not want Elon Musk in your brain like that. 180 shooting with Shabrus by doing a car drift. You gotta turn it on. What? Okay, I gotta play with this. That sounds fun. Cause it is very hard to play on mobile. Like 90s computing. One time I was on a walk with my dog and I ran into one of our neighbors and my neighbor was like, "Oh, are you studying computer science?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm studying computer science." And he was like, I studied computer science too back in the 90s and and then he spoke to me like 30 minutes. Like he was like, "Oh, like we had to print out a piece of paper and then we had to go um and then we had to go to the paper the the code confirming machine with our paper. It was like a punch card, and then you had to like fill it out, and then you could only have a certain amount of time on the computer. I was like, what? This is the most insane thing I've ever heard. But he spoke for so long. You have a dog? What kind? He's a Havanese. Um, W neighbor. He's nice, but he's a yapper, and that's coming from me. Um, okay, you're asking Ratzi about basketball or something like that. Don't know. What Havanese? Havanese, like Havana. Havanese. Like a ESE. Um, he's nice, but his enthusiasm is irritating. Yeah, it was a little too much. I didn't need to hear about all this 90s computing. It was kind of cool, but at the same time, I was like, that story could have been a lot shorter. Like, you could have told me that story in 5 minutes instead of 30 minutes. You need to look it up. They are very cute. He's a curly hair kind. We are known for all of us having knees. Yeah, people from Havana generally have knees. Yeah. That's what I've heard. I'm pretty sure Ricky has knees. Actually, I'm sure I've seen a video of Ricky's full body in cosplay. um, and I know, do dogs have knees? Does Luca have knees? I guess dogs don't have knees. Don't know about that. Maybe he was cosplaying a person with knees. Could have been. Was it the pet? Looks cute. Yeah, he's very much like not like a lap dog because he's not that small, but like they're very very domesticated. Can you tell us any specific things he told you in this 30 minutes? Don't tell me you tuned about this one. This was like 4 years ago, Anthony. I can't remember. um, Windows, you nasty operating system. I look, look, Thunder. I might be a comp sci major, but I don't know anything about this stuff. Kavarsa's taking me on a lunch date to a dumpling place. I gotta head out. Have a good day, friend. That sounds wonderful. I hope you have a great time. I'm glad he is treating you out to a nice dumpling date. Enjoy. And welcome in, Mamiya. Hope you're doing well today. Guess I really do need to reformat, like hard reformat. Good luck with that. You never had a pet, but I wanted a German Shepherd, but I was told it'd be too hard for me. Yeah, I think some dogs are not like first time dog owner dogs. Like some dogs need a lot of like nourishment and they're like a lot more high maintenance than other dogs. So I think Yeah, I think they're not, like, easy to take care of. Um, Mitra has a math degree and a comp sci degree, can't do math or no Linux, nope. Um, what did you learn then? I mean, I learned computer science. What are they teaching you kids in school these days, and I wasted money on college for kids? Like, when you go to university for computer science, it is, like, um is not like tech support or like learning about like an actual computer. Like you're not learning about like Windows, right? Like you're learning. It's very theoretical. It's like you do learn about operating systems, but you learn it at a more theoretical level. You're not learning like specifically like how to debug Windows. Like that's more of like a IT person kind of thing. Computer science is an academic discipline, like with like research and stuff like that. So you do learn more of that side. At least in my program we did. So you learn like algorithms, you learn like logic, um, you learn like software principles. Like that's we do have a software engineering component and it's like software principles. Um, they're not necessarily teaching you how to code, they're teaching you the theory behind it. So like yeah, if you finished a university computer science degree, um, you would know how to code. But it's more of like it would know it's not what you think. It's not like a coding boot camp. Or like a IT support. Like you're not learning how to like be like, "Oh, my computer's broken. How do you fix it?" You know? Like you do a lot of your exams on pen and paper. A lot of the big dogs need a lot of exercise. Yeah, some dogs need like 3 walks a day. It's a lot. What about a poodle? Poodles are quite energetic, but they're good pets. Yeah, the Zirconian's family has a poodle. They're very smart too. But they're a poodle, not like a poodle mix. Poodles are really big, and I would assume they require a lot of exercise as well. Maybe not as much as like a husky. I know I can't handle the upkeep of dog, that's why I have cats. Yeah, as much as I love my dog, I don't know. I don't think I want my own dog, at least right now. Because I have a family dog, I know how much work they are, and I'm like, I think it's not something I want right now, even though I do love dogs. Made you learn to turn on PC. We even have PCs. Actually, we did in the lab. Wish I did comp sci. IT is awful to me. I mean, there's always time to go back. Maybe, depending on your life situation. I wonder if you can like transfer within a company or something like that. Get an opportunity that way. You learn how to do math and binary. Oh my god, math and binary was the worst. Binary math and hexadecimal math. Oh my god, don't even get me started. That was actually the worst. I hated that. That course sucked. Um, you got your technical and theoretical skills in college. You have a comp sci degree with engineering and an MBA. Wow, cool. I thought you did. I thought you were like the airplane inspector. No, is that related? Um, do you ever code that app with your friend from school? No. We every time we met up to code it, we just yapped all day. Sounds about right, right? Um, your dog gets 2 walks a day, lunch walk and evening walk. Yeah, your dog is pretty big, right? Australian Shepherd or some kind of shepherd. Um, anyone else have a weakness for those videos of dogs meeting the family's new baby for the first time? I don't really watch those. So I do not. I do not. Dogs are for when you have a family. Yeah, I guess yeah. Dogs. I mean, at that point, like if you already have a kid, the kid is already a lot of work. So like you may as well add a dog onto it. Maybe that's why. Um, you're like, well, no. I think if you're at the point where you like have a kid, you already have a lot of things. Already have a lot of responsibilities. So then like you already have this like baseline responsibilities in your life. Well, like if you're just like single or if you're like you don't have kids, then you can easily and adding a dog is like a big additional responsibility because like you're like, oh, if I go away, someone has to take care of the dog, all this stuff, right? Well, it might be easier to add in if you're already tied down to the it's not tied down, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, you have this daily responsibility already. Um, and welcome in P. Thank you, thank you. Australian Shepherd. Yeah, isn't that what I said? Did I say something else? Um, famously misnamed Australian Shepherd. They're from California, actually. Why are they called Australian Shepherd? Cute dog video almost convinced me to try and get a pit bull. That sounds like a really hard dog to take care of, right? Because like a lot of like the pit bull and Rottweiler and stuff like that, you have to be a really good dog parent to them. Um, you got the ball and chain, right? Should get a dog now. Maybe, maybe. Well, just because you're married doesn't mean you can't just like get rid of all your responsibilities and go traveling, you know? Decoding giving credit to the states, that's new. I mean, I think he's okay with California and Hawaii. I mean, he does want to move to Hawaii, and that is still in America. Um, the one thing I could thank my stepdad for was my interest in computers, and your dad for flying. I see, I see. Um, you want a beagle? Beagles are cute. You should get a beagle. Um, but I do that all the time. I do that all the time. Most of my kids are grown. I mean, yeah, obviously once your kids are grown, you can do whatever you want. They can take care of themselves, you know? But don't you have a baby? I thought you have a baby. You're a Hawaiian separatist. I see, I see. If they ever separate, then you can then it's like safe to move to Hawaii. But surely Hawaii is like, even though they're part of America, they're kind of just doing their own thing, no? Um, is it wrong that I would like a dog home that will scare intruders away and defend the home? I mean, there's something wrong with that, but a dog that's that big probably requires a lot of work. You do, the baby comes with. Ah, I see, I see. I guess it's easier to travel with a baby. They're very portable. That's why Thunder said, well, I know, but I was wondering because I was about the traveling thing. Because it can be hard to travel with the baby. So I was like, that's what I was wondering. The only problem is ever if I need a jump seat. Surely you cannot do the jump seat with the baby. And babies are portable. They're very small. Um, then baby mama needs to take the baby, of course, of course. You can, yeah, I feel like you could not put the baby there. um, yeah, I've seen actually. I was on a flight. I saw this kid had like an inflatable footrest, and then the kid could just like it was like an inflatable thing at the same height as the plane seat, so the kid could just like lie down like flat. But then I was like, is that really allowed? Like, isn't that like a they don't even want you putting like your bag by your feet. I'm like, if they've had like an inflatable footrest at their feet, isn't that blocking the exit? Like, I'm very surprised they allowed that. Like maybe on the window seat that'd be fine, but like it was on the aisle seat. I was like, that seems unsafe. But the kid was happy. The kid was just like lying down. I was like, must be nice to be that small. You could just lie down in one seat. Um, why is the only state to have the Union Jack in their flag? Is that is that good or bad? Are they associated with England? With Britain? Um, in first class they let you lay down. No, but it wasn't in first class. It was in normal class. Um, the baby was just the kid was just lying down. And I was looking this up recently because I was like really thinking about I was like, when kids ride in cars, they need a car seat, right? But then when they ride in planes, they don't need a car seat. But then apparently it's because if the plane is crashing, like when like if you're in a car, if you're crashing, like the car seat will like really protect the kid, right? But then in a plane, that's not really the case apparently. um Like, as long as they're, like, kind of like, as long as they have the seatbelt on them, they're not gonna fly out. Um, they have larger concerns with the plane crashing. Um, work for airline for a hot minute has afforded me privileges, and now that I work for the government, I can jump seat on every carrier. Is a jump seat like really comfy though? Um, ew, the Union Jack. I thought the bag by our feet was because it could be a projectile during extreme turbulence. No, I think it's because it will block the road. Like you, that's why they don't want the tray tables down, right? Because like if in case you need to evacuate quickly, it will be blocking people's exit. I think that's why. It could be both though. I don't know. But like even if it's under the seat, it could fly out. Um, which kind? There are two types of jump seats. Oh, I've only ever seen the ones that the flight attendants sit on, and then there's that buckle. Um, it's a plane. Obviously, it's a plane seat. I think some people, apparently, some people do fly with a car seat, especially if they're going to be riding in cars when they arrive at their destination and they don't want to rent. They don't want to rent a car seat, which I guess makes. And then you can carry your baby around in the car seat. Or some people have like the car seat that attaches to the stroller, and then it becomes like a. That's very convenient, I think. There's a lot of very innovative baby stuff. Yeah, I was wondering about this too because I was on a flight recently and the child in front of me was like really not buckled in. Like this, she was buckled in, but she was really small, and the seatbelt was really loose, and I was like very concerned, because she was like lying down on the side, and like the belt buckle was clearly very very loose, and it was like when we were like landing and taking off, I was like I kind of want to like I'm very concerned about this child, you know. But that's what I was wondering because I was like, I feel like the normal seat belt is probably not very secure for someone really small. Or some people like when their child is very small, a lot of times you don't even buy them their own seat, right? Like they just hold them on their lap. Um, but I don't know. Can I request a song? No. Your kappa scares me. Um, absolutely not. It's not in my blood. Yeah, she's not allowed to do that. She cannot betray her people like that. Flight deck jump seat only pilots can use, and they're regular cabin jump seats. The cabin ones aren't comfy. The pilot ones are better. Rude. The flight attendants are working hard. They should get comfier jump seats. Although I guess they're standing up most of the time. Please, please. What is? I'm not gonna play it. I'm no over promises of playing it, but like, what is the song? Now I'm curious. Yeah, there's a lot of I went down this whole rabbit hole about children on planes. I was like, are you allowed to use this like footrest thingy? Like, will you like? Are you allowed like when you're just holding a baby? Like, is that seems would it that seems unsafe? No, like the plane crashed. You're just holding the baby. Um, well, I tried to get Gwen to be nice, and you don't need to. Will you sing it? No promises. I need to know the song first. I'm not gonna promise to sing any song ever. But without the pilot, the plane ain't flying. That's true as well. True as well. But really, you need everyone for the plane to work. Cause I know like flight attendants, although like 90% of the time they're just like being like waitresses. Um, they are like they're a big purpose of them. Um, a big purpose of them is like if there's an emergency, like they're also like it's a plane is crashing, they're like sorting out the safety stuff in the cabin. Can I request a song? You can request a song through the normal channels. Um, you know any Justin Bieber songs? Not a lot of Justin Bieber songs. I won't lie. Maybe like you know, his older songs. I don't know his recent songs. You keep your pilot happy, and your flight attendants, they're second fiddle to the pilot anyways. You'd think so, but then we had a flight attendants went on strike, and the planes could not fly. It'd be a disaster. But yeah, I think obviously without the pilots, the plane is not flying. That's important as well. Um, you're more likely to be in a car crash than a plane crash. Yeah, exactly. I don't think anything is less unsafe than the plane crashing. But once you're on the plane crashing, the chances of dying are way higher. I think a lot of times the plane crashes on like um takeoff or landing. I think most plane crashes are not fatal as well. I think you're more likely to die from even I think you're still more likely to die from a plane. I could be wrong, but I think your chances of dying are still higher in a car because planes are pretty safe. Please do any song. You have to request. You have to. I can't do it for free, Young. You gotta use the channel point redemption. Um, but if you do the channel point redemption, I know a few songs, I guess. That's because they're unionized and there's a minimum crew requirements depending on the size of the airplane. So the flight attendants have some leverage, but they don't have as much leverage as the pilot. Yeah, I see. I see. Yeah, I guess in terms of like everything going smoothly, you do need the flight attendants. But otherwise, everyone will starve in the air, and the seats will not be safe. People will be doing whatever they want. Um, I can request a song not on the list. Yeah, you can as long as you ask me first if I know it or not. Not familiar with any non-fatal plane crash? I should look it up then. There's plenty of non-fatal plane crash. What do you mean, Ricky? Fatal plane crashes are rare. Um, you're also not biased. Your mom was a flight attendant, but this is my area of true expertise. Okay, yeah, I will, I will take your word for it. Um, yeah, Thunder is a plane safety expert. Um, and yeah, plenty. I mean, a lot of times the plane like encounters issues while landing, and they still are able to land safely. Um, get back to this conversation after I read a bit. Yeah, like there's a lot of emergency land, like not a lot, but like there's emergency landings, and most of the time people are fine. Um, or like a crash, maybe while they're like when they land or whatever, but like people are able to evacuate. It's all good. Um, do you know any Afro Man songs? What? Okay, okay. Any Justin Bieber song? Do you know the only one I know because Cheon covered it is "Off My Face"? Unless we're going all the way back and we're singing like "Baby," you know? Do you have any preference? You know Snowman? Now that you posted it, now that you mentioned it's a Sia song, I think I might have heard of it. I don't think I actually know the song though. And Sia songs are probably really hard to sing, no? Judging by Chandelier. OG Justin Bieber. Okay. Are we talking like um okay, Automod, chill. Um are we talking like Baby? Are we talking One Time? You know, I really liked One Time as a kid. One Less Lonely Girl. Ooh, there's some good ones. Um They don't seem like they're rare because you're only ever hearing about the big ones, like the big actual ones. Those big ones are the ones that even when they're rare, something that catches the news attention. Yeah, obviously the news. Yeah, the news will only show like the really viral story. Like if it was like um what am I trying to say? Automon's still not upset. Automon's still not happy with it. Um no Baby. Okay, you don't like Baby. Um what was I trying to say? I don't remember. But yeah, it's if a plane like mildly crashed and then like no one was hurt, I don't think that would really make the news. Um, okay, we don't like Baby, but Baby's iconic. They're literally 100,000 flights a day. That is a lot. Okay, that's fine. Okay, to be fair though, I haven't heard One Less Lonely Girl since I was like a kid. So, if I forget it, then I apologize. Oh, no, you meant no, choose Baby. Okay, Baby, I feel like I know better. It's crazy. Well, what about the ludicrous verse? Am I rapping? Let's go. God. What have you done, Young? Stop. Okay, wait. Let me get the volume here. Okay. Okay. One second. Let me get everything set up here. Mijuku, that's me. That's me. This one I feel like I remember well. Oh, 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 oh. Know you love me, I know you care. Just shout whenever, and I'll be there. You are my love, you are my heart, and we will never, ever, ever be apart. Are we an item? Girl, quit playing. We're just friends, what are you saying? That there's another, look right in my eyes. My first love broke my heart for the first time, and I was like, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, 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 no, like, baby, 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 oh, thought you'd always be mine, mine. Baby, oh, it goes, baby, baby, oh, like baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 oh, thought you'd always be mine, mine. You, I would have done whatever, and I just can't believe we ain't together. I wanna play it cool, but I'm losing you. I'll buy you anything, I'll buy you any ring, and I'm in pieces. Baby, fix me. And just shake me till you wake me from this bad dream. I'm going down, 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 down. And I just can't believe my first love won't be around. And I'm like, baby, 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 oh, like, baby, 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 no, like, baby, 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 oh, thought you'd always be mine, mine. Baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 oh, thought you'd always be mine, mine. Then I was 13. I had my first love. There was nobody compared to my baby, nobody in between us could ever come above. She had me going crazy. Oh, I was starstruck. She woke me up daily. Don't need a Starbucks. She made my heart bound and skip a beat when I see her on the street and at school on the playground. But I really want to see her on the weekend. She knows she got me dazing because she was so amazing. And now my heart is breaking. But I just keep on saying, baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 oh, thought you'd always be mine, mine, baby, 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 oh, like baby, 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 no, like baby, 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 oh, thought you'd always be mine, mine. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm all gone, gone. I'm gone. That was very nostalgic. I actually remember the song quite well because I was like an 11-year-old girl, Canadian girl when Justin Bieber debuted, okay? Like no, I was like 10 when I think his first album was in 2008 or 9, right? Like I was like prime Justin Bieber age. I kind of fell out of Justin Bieber because I discovered One Direction. And then and then I no longer was a Justin Bieber fan, but I think his album was the first album I ever bought on iTunes. And I have this also welcome in Jovencito and welcome in these. Hope you guys are doing well today. Um Yeah, I have this core memory, um, of we had a family friend who was like showing us how to use iTunes, and I asked him, I was like, "Can you buy Justin Bieber's album for me?" And he bought the wrong album. He bought like this weird acoustic version of one of the songs, and he was like, "I bought the album." I was like, "That's not the right album. Like, what's the problem?" Um, and I remember it was really cheap. It was like $7, which I guess was a pretty good deal at the time because it was on sale. It was like Justin Bieber debut. Like no one knows who he is yet. He's this Canadian guy. So yeah, I have this memory of that. She's actually keeping up with the rap. That was good, right? I could be ludicrous. Um, do you know any XG songs? Perhaps Woke Up? Yeah, my Woke Up rap is unmatched. Good job, you're an 11-year-old me. I channeled my 11-year-old self to do that. Little Justin, the world ruined him. Isn't he doing okay? He's like a child, right? He's married. And then later he became a Little Mix stan and then a Fall Out Boy stan. No, don't forget Ed Sheeran. Do not forget Ed Sheeran. That was that was a defining time in my life. Next time I'm redeeming One Direction, yeah, I would I would love I was recently listening to One Direction in the car, singing along to every song. Redeem song is on cooldown. I can turn off the cooldown if you and welcome in Rikia. It's been a while. Hope you've been well. It should be fine now. Sorry, I'm coughing directly into the mic. I should have coughed while I was away from the mic. I thought you were welcoming me again. No, no, no. But yeah, what One Direction song? Yeah, One Direction. If we're going nostalgic, Hilary Duff songs are welcome. One Direction songs are welcome. Little Mix songs, Ed Sheeran songs are welcome. Actually, I have a hard time singing along to Ed Sheeran songs. The range is really difficult for me because he's like a tenor. Tenors are really difficult. Like I'm pretty sure the Justin Bieber song, I'm singing in the same octave that he is. He was just really young. This pre-voice drop. Um, and okay, just busy with college and your finals week. Good luck with your finals and happy early birthday. Hope you will have a good one. Okay, we want to sing Woke Up? Okay, I will. Let me pull it up. And welcome in Simon. Don't know what's that the reference to. Is that a song lyric? Maybe you light up my world. True. That's a good one. Nice hutao cosplay. Thank you. Kalani's probably working, Ratsi. Okay, let me pull up the woke up. You must leave now. Okay. Let me. Sorry. What am I trying to say? Take care, Young. Thanks for hanging out. And thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day. It's a reference to Ed Sheeran. Oh my god, I'm a fake fan. I'm sorry. I'm such a fake fan. It is Photograph. Photograph was near. Actually, no. I was still peak Ed Sheeran fan in the Photograph era. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I should have known. I ran my Ed Sheeran Tumblr blog for years. Have I been? I've been good. Thank you for asking. Okay. Ricky wants me to rap. My rapping is very questionable, but I will do it. I will do it. I mean, okay, I'm hutao though. Like hutao raps, you know? Look at this. It's not look at this photograph. That's something else. Isn't that like Nickelback or something? Okay. Okay, I need to the Zelda rap. Probably, yeah. I need to pull up the I need to pull up the lyrics very close to me. Ricky, or did I misheard again? What did I say? Did I call you Ricky? Sorry, Ratsy. Sorry, Ratsy and Ricky. I might have misspoke. Sometimes I'm like reading. Sometimes I do this a lot. You guys probably have noticed. I will like be reading someone's Twitch message, but my eyes will be scanning to the next one, and then and then I'll like say a word from that sentence by accident. Okay, let's do some rapping. This one, okay, I haven't practiced it in a while though. It took me a lot of practice to do it. It's gonna be tough. I might mess up a little, but I'll try my best. Let me get the volume here. It's basically just a fine bus on bus. Oh, the bus line is I might have to practice. Put a little more down for the bus down. Went on tour and went put a little more down for the bus down. Went on tour in a bus and tore the bus down. It's like that, right? I can't remember exactly the words. It's not gonna bode well for me. And welcome in blue. Thank you very much. Okay, try this. Thank you, Bree Bree, with backing vocals. Okay, gotta channel my Zelda, my hutao rapping. Oh, sorry, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Hold on. I hear it. I need to turn up. Okay, hold on. I need to turn up. I didn't have my volume. I have my volume down. That flow. I'll try. Yeah, I've been here waiting, looking at him, trying to catch a ticket how you want to take it. Left the place in panic, left to take another planet, left to make another statement. XG, baby, say the names right, spell it out so you can learn it. You can smell the tires when they turning. You can smell the fire when it burning. You can tell we all made it work for us, made it but we had to work for it. Work, work, work so perfect that it hurt, don't it? Surf on him. Ride away, ride away, ride away, 'cause we had the right away. Bye, 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 flying past, and we fly away into outer space. Drop top in a coupe outside when I hop up out of this plane. Look at my fit right now when I just walked out of my bed. Fix my hair, fix my makeup on the way. Bound to the next stop, bound for the great, make it been down to the X. Little more than ordinary, honorary, underestimated, leaving all you broke. I'm the judge and jury, I don't want to hear it. I'm the one that fear and keep it on the low. This is automated, I'm the motivator, told my haters, yo, more the merrier. Y'all my entertainment, fascinated, I'm just laughing because it's so hilarious. Little girl with the big mouth, the small group with the big house, yeah. Big watch on the wrist now, just thought of that flow now, just now. Put a little more down for the bus down. Went on tour on a bus and tore the bus down. Everything custom now. Fans rush now. Security had to push me out. 48 laws of power. Little girl with the big motor on a kid though. Watch me rip though. Watch me snap like Motorola flip phone. I don't want to hit you this hard on the intro. Bring that bounce like 6'4". Find me in Tokyo, rapping in a skirt. Are you catching my drift though? Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this. Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this. Light flex, go easy. Tag it up, graffiti. Drop a pin or addy, that's where I'll go. Rip the show, and that's all I know. I'm supervision. Y'all just feel on superstitions. Watch me do everything, everywhere, all at once, all the time, all around the world. Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. XGALX, and that's the name of the ship. Then mother wolf. Don't make fun of my kids. We all fam stand tall now, so don't talk down to my kin. Welcome to the party, floating like it's Mardi Gras, yeah. You can call me Harvey, but I'm not your Barbie doll, yeah. Party, hardy, ha, laughing at him while we blast away. Black on black outfits all packed away. C to the OC, that's me, Lord have mercy. Young queen, but I act like an unme. Young blood, but I'm built like an OG. Better really wait for the bags, looking real fit for the mags. And I'm a wolf in a pack, so I just woof in a tag. Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this. Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this. Nailed it. Nailed it. Only messed up once or twice, which is pretty good. It's a lot of raps. It's a lot of rapping. Miju is replaced by XG Maya. Thank you. Thank you. I will do my namesake proud. If you find this too easy, you could do wake up by clipping instead. Do I even want to know what that is? It sounds hard. Or I could do wake up on a Saturday night. Speaking of Hillary Duff, she's hurt. Thank you. I think actually for practicing for that K-pop karaoke stream, my rapping got a lot better. I think my rap. I'm not like an expert rapper by any means. But I think my flow and my diction is a lot better. Is David Diggs rapping to an alarm clock? I cannot do David Diggs. I'm not on that level. You should stream on Fridays. Why? What's on Fridays? Um, yeah, I cannot do. As much as I love Hamilton, I will rap along to Hamilton. Cannot rap to Guns and Ships. You have a song for Fridays. What is it? Last Friday night? No, I don't think it has to be Friday. Oh, Friday by Rebecca Black? Is that the one? I have no idea. Yeah, Friday by Rebecca Black. Oh, okay, okay. I'm trying to think of songs that are Friday themed. I thought we were having a Katy Perry resurgence. Angel is recently posting Hot and Cold on Discord. And, you know, Katy Perry has some great karaoke songs. Like if I mean, I don't sing Katy Perry when I go to karaoke, but I could. Like there's some really good ones. Do you know Chinese Food by Alison Gold? No. I've not heard of the song or the person. Um, but yeah, I think if I go to karaoke, and you guys know even though I'm an amazing rapper, um, at my heart, I'm a musical theater. I'm a theater kid at heart, even though I've never been in a musical. I just like listening to them and singing them. Um, but yeah, I think generally I'll like Disney songs, theater songs, that kind of thing. Hot and Cold and Just Dance was my favorite. That's a good one. That was a good one. I love Toxic. Oh my god, I would dance to Toxic. No, I had it memorized. Like I had the dance memorized. My friends and I, we would cover the TV with a blanket, and then we would dance to Toxic, and then we would see who gets the higher score. Cause we just knew the whole the dance by heart. Oh, I should buy Just Dance too. I should buy. You know, now that I'm buying some Wii games, like I bought Guitar Hero, as you guys know. Um, I should buy I should stream Just Dance too, cause I was like, you know, cause I was talking like every time people ask me about Just Dance, I'm like, oh, like I love Just Dance, but like I love Just Dance, but like the games are so bad these days. They're such a scam. Like, I really don't agree with their business practices. Ubisoft greedy, all that. But then Just Dance 2. Like buying Just Dance 2 would be totally chill. Maybe I should. Is there even extreme songs on that version of Just Dance? I have no idea. Cause that was the OG, guys. That was the OG Just Dance. They had yeah, it um had that Katy Perry song. It had Toxic by not Britney Spears. I think wasn't there a whole Katy Perry Just Dance or no? Or was that The Sims? 'Cause I know there was a Katy Perry pack on The Sims. I don't know if she was just making the rounds on all these games. Um And then that Just Dance 2 was the original one that had Rasputin. And that Just Dance is iconic. Yeah, Toxic was a good one. What else did I dance to? There's a lot of that was a great game. I think Resident Evil with the guitar while dancing. Yeah, I gotta hook up I gotta figure out how people play these games with the Guitar Hero. Um It was so funny though, because I posted the picture of the Guitar Hero, because the Guitar Hero guitar arrived, but the game has not arrived yet. I posted a picture of the Guitar Hero guitar, and then Angel was like, "Why is there a joystick on it?" I was like, "What joystick?" And then I noticed a joystick, and then I was typing. I was like, "Oh, it's for people to play Elden Ring." And then at the same time I hit send, Angel also said it's for people to play Elden Ring. And I was like, "Oh my god, so funny." We did the same thing at the same time. But it's valid. It means someone out there probably has played Elden Ring, probably beat Melania on the Guitar Hero controller. But like, what game would I play? What game would I play with the Guitar Hero? I think it has to be like Breath of the Wild. It'd have to be Breath of the Wild. Like I'll be like, I'll play Breath of the Wild with the Guitar Hero controller. It sounds really hard to set up. You can play Elden Ring with the guitar. Probably. People set up all these different things. Cause there's that girl who beat Melania with the DDR. Not only did she beat on DDR, she beat it two Melanias at once. One on a controller, one on DDR. I can figure my piano to play something on PC with the someday Elden Ring on piano. You gotta first play Elden Ring on controller, and then you could think about Elden Ring on piano. Can you do some cool Can you do a thunderclap rush on piano? That'd be pretty cool. Another Miji Breath of the Wild challenge run would be a generational stream. I think I should play Breath of the Wild on Guitar Hero controller. Do you think it's possible to win bomb? Probably not, right? It's probably definitely not possible. I mean, I would do it, except like we know I would not get off the plateau. Like I am nowhere near skilled enough to even go off the plateau on on a Guitar Hero. I need to practice playing Guitar Hero first, so I'm like comfortable with the controller. Don't know. Cause like how would it even be like? How would it even work? Is there enough buttons? There's probably enough buttons on the Guitar Hero, especially with the joystick. And you know the Guitar Hero has that like tilt thing. And welcome in Harris. Thank you, thank you. Bio does say Mitra plays Nintendo. True. I do want to do a Guitar Hero stream. I will do one when the game arrives. I'm gonna play it a bit by myself, see if I'm actually terrible at it, and then stream it. Could be fun. But Just Dance 2 is really tempting. I might see how expensive a Just Dance 2 copy is on eBay. Don't challenge me. I want to see it, Ricky. I am challenging you. Show us the combat tech on piano. When is you being terrible at a game stop you from playing on stream? No, it's not gonna stop me. I have no shame in being terrible at a game on stream. I just want to know beforehand if I'm terrible. I do have a little bit of pride in rhythm games. I feel like I want to be good at rhythm games. Guitar Hero were good. I know it's so nostalgic, right? That's why I got it. I really want to play. The competition is real, yeah. Just Dance looks like $10 to $15. Ooh, that's really cheap. Okay, I'll buy one. Did anyone ever play Bully? I did not. No, I think I've seen a little bit on YouTube, but I've never played it myself. You'll play another normal piano and just go random past and just say this is the wind bomb. No, you have to show us on the screen, or you will like splice it together. No, we will know. Nap time. Enjoy your nap. But yeah, I guess there's so many nostalgic games I could play on the Wii. I would buy Wii Sports as well. Wii Sports would be fun. I should buy a bunch of Wii games. I could fulfill the childhood Wii games that I never had. Cause you guys know you guys know like I had a Wii growing up, but we only had Wii Sports and Just Dance. Like we actually had no other games. Like I was there playing Wii Sports and playing Me Channel. Like that was it. And there was this there was this free demo of a game called World of Goo, and I would play that because that like it was free and I could download it, but like I couldn't play anything else. That's what I did. But like yeah, my cousin, as you guys know, he had Guitar Hero. He had Guitar Hero, and he had Wii Sports Resort. He had Smash Bros. He had Mario Kart. He had everything. Muscle memory shenanigans, possibly, yeah. If you ever played Wii Sports, how are you so bad at it? Yeah, that's a good question. I think I just never played golf. Because I was just really bad at golf, right? Also, the Wii U Sports was different. It had like there was like you put the gamepad on the floor, and then you and then you try and like putt it from the floor. It was kind of weird. I think I'm actually a golf and bowling hater, so that's probably why I sucked at it. Cause like I feel like I was okay at tennis. Maybe I didn't play it very much. Maybe I was just playing Just Dance. I have no idea. That way you're Miju? No, unrelated to Mies. Unrelated to Mies. Unrelated to Riju from Gerudo Town from Zelda. I bet y'all didn't know that there was a Michael Jackson dance game. I'm pretty sure there was was there a Just Dance Michael Jackson? Because they have different Just Dance games. Like there's like Just Dance Queen, Just Dance like Beatles. Okay, probably not Beatles, but like You know, it'd be like they had like Lady Gaga. Do they have Lady Gaga? If they should. Um, I know they have different ones like that. But yeah, I didn't have those ones. I had Just Dance. Um, I had Just Dance 2 on the Wii, and then I had a Just Dance on Xbox Connect, and it had like I can't remember what I didn't really play it that much, I think, or it's on a core memory for me. I think it had like Party Rock Anthem and stuff. They need to make a Just Dance Carly Rae Jepsen edition. I'm pretty sure the Just Dance 2 I'd call me maybe. I could be wrong. I remember playing Medal of Honor on Wii. That was an experience. I never heard of that game. Um, it was probably Just Dance Michael Jackson edition. Yeah, yeah. When I was active on the Tears of Kingdom Combat community, I typed Reju and correct it. No, that's correct. That's correct. At least you didn't type Miju. If it's Reju with 2 eyes, they would know. Ah, you missed the Wii. You played WWE on there, and it was fun. Yeah, I think I need to go buy a bunch of Wii games. Should I get the whole Rock Band set with the drums and everything? No, that'd be too expensive. Um, but yeah, Wii Sports Resort could be fun. Maybe I'll buy Wii Sports Just Dance 2, Wii Sports Resort, and we could have some more Wii streams, huh? We could have some fun. I don't know what else I'd get because I didn't really play a lot of Wii games, as you guys know. Don't know what else. I guess Skyward Sword was on Wii, but that's all I know about. And I've already played Skyward Sword. There must have been a Mario game on Wii, right? Aside from Mario Kart? No idea. I was not a I was left out of these things. Yeah. I will definitely stream Guitar Hero once the game arrives. Because I have the guitar, no game. Also, one of the buttons is broken on my shirt. So this is like the bottom part of the button. It's like it came off this part. So it's not like connected. So I'll just put it back on this part. Also, when I put my jacket back on, I realized there's an extra button like attaching this thing. Cause like there's a button here, there's also a button at the edge of the star thing. Why? Your first console, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy, DS, almost every console. Damn, I was not. I did not get all those consoles. Top tier quality costume, 3 things broken already. And this is like the nicer cosplay, by the way, because like sometimes I buy like there's like Mick Costumes, which is a popular cosplay site, and their costumes are really, really poor quality in my opinion. And this costume is Uobo cosplay, and the material is definitely way more high quality. It's like it's better constructed, but there are parts of it that are like straight up held together by glue gun, you know? And like for example, my hutao hat, you can see the glue gun on it. And the Farina hat, like some of it fell off as well, and I had to glue gun the gems back on. Um, but yeah, it's yeah, very very top tier costume because wait, what else broke? Oh yeah, the tassel. This tassel broke just now. This button was always broken. Like this one just doesn't connect. Like this one's open. Um, and what was the last thing that was broken? Can't remember. I mean, these shoes are also falling apart. Yeah, like it is like a higher quality cosplay, but it's still like not the best quality. Like, um, it's still like it's not the cosplay clothes are not like I could wear this every day type of clothes. Like it's like okay, you wear them once and hope it doesn't fall apart, and then um and then you put it away carefully. Like at least I'm just sitting here, you know. Staple. No, cosplay. At least this cosplay site, they're super into the glue gun. So it's all good. They really like you know they really like they're really like just glue gunning everything on. Um, at least it looks great. I mean, yeah, it looks good, and the material is actually quite thick. So that's why I like it. It doesn't like a lot of the make costumes cosplay. There's a difference between like this, like for example, these are actually like okay, well, this is like falling off, first of all, but it is like a separate thing, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are like separate things and they're attached rather than like a printed design. Because a lot of the, like, for example, my Zelda costume is from Mick Costumes and it's like the design of the shirt is like printed on. So it looks a lot cheaper, right? I think there's a difference between that. So at least it has that, which makes it a lot better in my opinion. Like for example, even this is this gold part is a separate piece and it's stitched on, rather than just like that's just printed onto the material itself. It's like more 3D. Have you been to any cosplay conventions? No, I have not. I just wear them for stream. I don't know if this cosplay would survive a day out in the wild. Also, these shoes are too small. These shoes are like a size too small. My feet do not fit in them. Even though it says a size 36, which um technically is a little larger than my actual size, but nope, apparently not. Definitely not the right size. The sizing is super off. Um, you'd think like if they're using like Asian sizes are one thing, but if they're using like European sizes, like it should be at least equal. Don't know. Too small for me, actual kids. I know. Ridiculous. Cause like my size in European size is like 35 and a half. 30 like 35, 36. And these are tiny. So yeah, it's not gonna work. And even some of the cosplays, like the actual like body part is quite small. Like this one, like it's actually quite tight. This jacket, which is, you know, the sizing is very tiny, which is good for me in general, because like then I don't end up in a situation where the smallest size is too big. But yeah, sometimes I've been a little surprised. I'm like, how do I get in here? Um, sometimes it's like a lot of times too, like the construction, the zipper is too small. Um, Cause like I'm like, oh, this would fit if I got it on, but it's hard to get on because the zipper is like doesn't zip down far enough. Um, the guns are bursting at the seam. I know my arm. Actually, the sleeves are pretty big. I shouldn't complain. It's more like the torso area. It's quite small. And the shorts are tiny. These shorts, the waist. I'm wearing like a white t-shirt. The waist of it is so small. I'm like, what kind of sizing is this? Cause I'm a pretty small person. Like, what are these sizes? Her lats are 72. I was working on lats yesterday, so that could be right. Yeah, I think you're correct. We're doing some arm workouts and um we're doing we're doing hip rolls. My favorite. I hate hip rolls. My hamstrings are dying right now. They're really sore. It's okay. I survived. Um yeah, I'll probably not stream for too much longer cuz my scalp is hurting. Um usually that's why on Halloween costumes I like not wearing a wig because it's like um a lot easier. I think like the costume itself is fine aside from being a little warm. But I do have AC in here, so it's not too bad. Um, if I'm just sitting here, it's fine. I think if I was like walking around all day, um, then it would be like really uncomfortable. But this is like the lightest wig I have, by the way, because it's like really short, obviously. Like the long wig, oh, destroy like it hurts so bad on my scalp. Um, and that keyboard looks awesome, both aesthetically and the keys themselves. One of these days, where I reach the piano, of course, Ricky, you can reach the piano as much as you want. Some cosplays do be warm, but when it goes wander, I do get cold sometimes. Oh yeah, that one looked quite thin. Like this is obviously like a jacket. I mean, if I was cold, I'd wear like a long sleeve underneath. I'm wearing like a t-shirt underneath. Um, but yeah, this one is obviously warmer. Like some cosplays are basically like a swimsuit. Those are obviously colder. So I try to time my cosplay depending on the time of year. Um, because like, you know, like cosplays with like a big long coat and stuff like that. I prefer wearing that in the winter, obviously. Like Farina as well has a coat. Um, but if it's something like like Barbara or like Columbina, I think I'll cosplay in like the heat of summer. It's nice. Don't pass out on. Yeah, I'm fine. If I went to Zhongli, then yes, yeah, Zhongli is fully dressed. Cause that's about the same. Yeah, it probably depends on the material as well. This material is actually quite thick. Um, it depends on the costume. Like I said, like some some cosplays are made out of thinner material and they're more like printed on, and those ones are pretty light and breezy, I would say. Um, but it's obviously not as it's not as like it doesn't look as high quality as the ones that have it printed on, but these ones are definitely heavier. Um, I'm sure people, if you make the cosplay themselves, it's probably you can have a lot more control over the quality of things. Although I'm sure they still glue gun stuff on. But yeah, these days I just buy from this one cosplay site. It's acceptable to me, and it's like for a cosplay, it's on the cheap end. Like, because if you bought like a custom cosplay, it would be like hundreds and hundreds, if not in the four figures price, right? If you got it like custom made. So yeah, like I'm not complaining too much. And it's wearable. For me, I think it's like I feel like it's wearable. Just to wear like one or two times on stream is totally fine. Um, yeah, I think I will probably leave it here for today. So to spare my head, my scalp from being squished by this wig. Um, yeah, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me plug the Discord. Join the Discord if you haven't already. I will do a Columbina cosplay this summer. I promise. I should probably order it soon. I should probably order it soon if I'm gonna do a Columbia cosplay. That the ego breathes true. My ego is bursting onto this wig. Appreciate the cosplay. Yeah, thank you so much for redeeming it, Ricky. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I do like wearing this hutao outfit. Um, yeah, I will leave it here for today. I'll be streaming. If you want to watch some Genshin, I'll be streaming on Wednesday as usual. I feel like Hutao will not be there actually. But other than that, I'll be streaming again this weekend. I'll be doing just chatting on Saturday, and we'll probably start Resident Evil 9 on Sunday. So look forward to that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today, and have a great rest of your weekend.